They've radicalized the Muslims. They've blown the doors open. The borders are open. The Mediterranean's open. Georgia's open. Albania's open. Macedonia's open. Turkey's open. Millions are pouring in, people of the very worst type that kill each other. Do you understand? It's an attack. It's red level. It doesn't matter now. You got to choose sides at this point. The globalists have overrun us. There's not 100,000 people they brought in. They brought in 100,000 Somalis in the last year or two. They're now admitting that in the news. I told you it's not 100,000 total. It's hundreds of thousands per country. It's millions. They're everywhere.
All right, folks, how are we doing tonight? Pardon me. How are we all doing tonight? It is Sunday. It is Easter Sunday. For whatever the fuck that matters right now. I don't know. You could pull a Davis Arini and get blackout drunk so you don't remember what you did last night. You could hide Easter eggs that way, and you could have an Easter egg hunt. Other than that, I don't know what the hell you're supposed to do right now. Somebody in the chat says, tonight's episode of the Becklaw Podcast is sponsored by Watching My Redhead Go Black. Enter special code FATHORNY to get 14.88% off your first month subscription. That's actually true. I stand by that promo code. Also, a bit more true, you should all check out Steve's Jerky. Facebook.com/Steve's Jerky. Get you some delicious jerky to snack on while you're trapped in your house. Guess we can take the starting soon down. So, we should watch some cringe. We should watch some fucking cringe tonight. And I don't know, we might watch him, Davis. I believe he's live, actually. But I also think the Dashing Rogue's going live, too. So, sorry I'm stepping on you, but you know what? Go watch Dashing Rogue. I suck. Go watch Dashing Rogue. But first, go to streamlabs.com/Beckloff and send me money. But then go watch Dashing Rogue. Okay. I want to watch some Andrew Ditch. I want to watch fucking Andrew Ditch. Andrew Ditch is a very special kind of autism. Very special. Let's watch a news. The Revenge of the Cis guy's been covering him. If you watch them, you might have seen this already. But it's very, very sponsored by Blue Chew. Yes, indeed, we're sponsored by Blue Chew. Please fix your mic levels. For fuck's sake, I'm cranked up all the way. What do you? In all fairness, I'm not actually all that close to my mic right now. That's probably part of it. Not facing my mic or all that close to it. That we may indeed have figured out the problem. I think we troubleshot the problem here, folks. Maybe that'll fix it. But anyways, we want to watch some Andrew Ditch. Let's make sure we got all our redhead porn tabs closed before we go ahead and screen share this. Very important. Don't want to mess that up. All right. So, we got some Andrew Ditch here. We're gonna make this a little bigger. Help make this a little bigger. Yes, there we go. That's better. That's better. What the fuck is up with suggested videos that have been appearing underneath Becklaw's stream? Well, what do you got there? I can't take high production value show. This is indeed a high production value show. It's why you should send shekels to me. You should send me shekels. But yeah, let's learn about one Andrew Ditch. This is Andrew Ditch, by the way, right here. This man.
A man from the city of Tonawanda faces.
And yes, indeed, the anchorman does have herpes. Maybe should have called in sick that day. That's all I'm saying.
faces 3 felony charges accused of spiking the food of several of his family members. Police say 34-year-old Andrew Ditch put Epsom salts and laxatives in the food and the water reservoir of the family's coffee machine. Now, the family members...
That's a winner right there. He looks like he should be hosting a podcast on the right stuff.
Knew something was wrong when they all started to suffer from nausea, abdominal pain, and severe diarrhea. Ditch was arraigned and is being held on $5,000 bail. He will return to court tomorrow for a felony hearing.
So that's a little something we learned about him. We're going to learn some more about him, though. Video was way louder than me. I'm sure it was. That's just how we roll here. It is an artistic choice on my behalf, and not at all terrible sound balancing. Peak neckbeard wignat. No, he's not a wignat. No, man, you don't know yet. The saga of Andrew Ditch. Lord. I'd like to find the one where he's going all.
Okay, thanks.
I want to find the one where he's all like, "Am I being detained?" at a cop. That one's very special. Let's see. Come on. I know, riveting content. Let's see if we can find it. He has a video that's just called 2. It's just called 2. Just the number 2. Alright, well, I'll bite. What's this one about? It's 6 minutes and 44 seconds long. Let's go back to Windows Capture. This video, by the way, is just called 2. Just the number 2. Why is YouTube suggesting Peppa Pig next? Is this?
Diagnosis just yet. That's true, correct?
What does my medical record say?
I don't know. I do not have access.
I'll show you my medical records.
Fuck's sake. He looks like a typical Wignat. He's not, though. Oh boy, he's not. He is a very special kind of autism. If we can find where he, Oh, here we go. This is the one. This is the one. Okay. Actually, it might be 2. Okay, so this video is arrested for my relaxing technique after having 2 good days sensory overload. All right, so let's get back into screen share. Christopher Cantwell really let himself go. Yes, indeed. The amount of Scott the Woz suggestions. I just watched a video by him actually today. Okay, so we're gonna watch a little of this.
And I might go be treated this way.
All
Ow.
And it's also bad for dogs breathing.
Yes, it is. Very bad for the dog. Worse than it is for us. That's okay. Tucker barked at him at 3 o'clock in the morning, so this is a way of killing Tucker.
Well, it was so strong when we came back in from papers. Joe ran right upstairs and didn't even bother trying to eat something. He was going to eat something. Forget it.
Not that late.
He's running a oil diffuser, by the way.
I know, you can't get near your...
For YouTube to know, is 10 p.m. Friday, March 13, 2020. Mom called police because Andy had oil diffuser on, trying to keep relaxed from my dad yelling and not giving me sensory break when I had to take a little break to try to be able to do set the table and clear the table for him, and my sugar got low then too.
He needs a break from setting and clearing the table, and his sugar got low.
So YouTube knows that I'm doing my coping skills. Anytime Andy does something for coping skills, it's call the police time.
Somebody says Scott the Waz was blessed by the God he hates in the YouTube algorithm. I didn't know Scott was a fedora. But the funniest thing I ever heard about Scott the Waz is that he looks like all the Spider-Man actors put together. Which it's amazing how dead on that comment is. I don't know. I like some of his videos. Some of his content's good. Every once in a while he gets to be a bit obnoxious zoomer for my taste. I guess on the boomer zoomer spectrum. I'm in millennial, leaning ever so slightly towards Gen X. So every once in a while, y'all fucking zoomers are a bit much for me.
And then turn the light on when I'm trying to relax.
They have very sensitive eyes to light.
Oh, somebody must be here.
I need to turn the light on for my sensory problem.
There's a blink officer here.
Come in.
I'll get him. Here's your oxygen.
His mom's on oxygen, by the way, while he's doing this obnoxious oil diffuser.
Something with Joe's spouse.
Oh, just a computer board. That's what happens with everybody leaves there, everything laying around.
God, this is just like so bizarrely fascinating.
Turn that light off. It's bothering my eyes, Andy. It's ridiculous. Oh, that was apparently. How you doing? Come on. Jan called the police because when she came downstairs to try to eat, it was so strong and she got that heart problem and breathing problem. I had to put the oxygen on. I asked her to turn it off. He refuses to do that. This morning when we came back from papers, the same thing. Even Joe, you can ask him. He had to go upstairs. We couldn't stand it because we're trying to eat and he can't eat when it smells so bad. I have no idea. You'd have to ask him. He's videotaping us too.
Okay, so that's that one. I got some Scott the Waz recommendations right here. All right, so we're going to watch the other half of that. He decided to upload this as 2 videos. What are we watching? We're watching a little guy by the name of Andrew Ditch. If you search Andrew Ditch on YouTube, you'll find him. Okay, so just to recap for those of us joining us, Andrew Ditch is a heavily autistic, obese, balding 34-year-old man who is, in these videos, he's running an oil diffuser, which I'd never even fucking heard of until I heard of this story. But it's apparently stinking up the fucking house to the point where his mom, who's on oxygen, can't even stand it. So they called the cops on him because he wouldn't turn it off and everybody's afraid of his retard strength, I guess. So they called the cops on him. And this next video will be him dealing with the cop. And I just, again, he uploaded his 2 videos. Don't know why. Can't say I understand the mind of a man like this. nor, God willing, do I ever wish to. Somebody says Scott is okay to watch when killing time. Yeah, I enjoyed some of Scott's videos. Some of Scott's videos, not so much. Anyways. So he says obese, bald, 30-year-old. So Davis. Hey. Davis is not obese. All right. Now he's getting a little soft around the midsection. He's getting a little soft. I think things are catching up to him in that regard, but he is not obese. Let's be fair. So this is Andy dealing with the cops, and an amazing thing is going to happen. I am going to end up siding with a cop, which I'm not happy about. Not a fan of the police. Not a fan of the popo myself, but this one I sure as hell can't fault. So let's check out the second video in this series. This video is entitled, "I Not Good Enough to Avoid Being Overwhelmed and Trying to Relax." I think that title says it all, but we're going to watch this video nonetheless. So this cop is trying to deal with him. And also, love the vertical filming. That's always, you always want to make sure you're doing vertical filming when you're filming with your phone and intend to upload it onto the internet. That's always good. That's always good. It used to be just the Dindus uploading to World Star Hip Hop were the only ones dumb enough to do that. But we white people picked up this bad habit too. And it needs to stop, okay? If you're filming, hold your phone sideways, okay? Enough's enough, people. Anyways, let's watch this.
I don't have to. You're not. Is it court order?
We want to know if we can press charges because this is our home and it's bothering our breathing.
You didn't ask me to turn off.
Okay, so once again, to recap. Andy is running an oil diffuser, a product I don't believe I've ever heard of until I heard of this story, in his parents' home. It's upsetting his parents' breathing, particularly his mom on oxygen. They called the cops, and he is now insisting that there needs to be a court order to shut off his stupid oil diffuser.
Stop shining that light in my face.
I can say, is that order or is that a violation? You're going to arrest me for having my light on camera?
No, I'm asking you as a matter of human decency if you could stop shining a bright
Well,
light
I did nothing wrong.
He's got the flashlight on his camera, on his phone, in this fucking cop's face. You ever looked directly into the flashlight on your Everett smartphone? It's basically like looking right into the sun, okay? Like a more white version of the sun. It's not nice to have that in your face.
Except for just trying to sit here, relax, and trying to do good,
Well,
and
you're
I'm
giving me a
being
chance to
not
talk.
allowed to have.
Somebody asked if he's drunk. No, he is just insanely autistic. Am I being detained? Yes, exactly. He is. Am I being detained? That's right, chat. Andy is a sovereign citizen. His futon there with the weighted blanket is actually a boat, so he's under maritime laws. This cop can't touch him. What does an oil diffuser do? Apparently it stinks up the joint. That's apparently what it does. I assume it's something like, just almost like a candle, but like kind of burning. I don't fucking know exactly. You put like essential oils in it, I guess, and it makes it's like supposed to make everything smell like that, but it's just I don't know exactly. Not an expert on various stupid devices used to stink up the house, but needless to say, it is it's bothering his mom, who's on oxygen. Sovereign'sburg, that's right, Chad. A slobbering citizen, exactly. And by the way, folks, if you enjoyed this little Sunday Night Cringe, do check out streamlabs.com/Beckloff down below. I believe there's a link down below. I don't know, paypal.me/thebeckloff or something like that. I don't know. Just send me shekels, okay? Send me some shekels. All right, we need to donate to the Andrew Ditch Defense Fund here. Let's keep going.
So that helps me
You're not
relax.
giving me a chance to talk to you. All right. Can you stop shining the light in my face, please?
I have a legal right.
You have a legal right, you do, but I'm asking you, can you please stop?
I want a lawyer. I need further communication.
This cop is being so nice to him. Can you stop shining a light in my fucking face? I have a legal right. Yeah, you have a legal right, but like, could you just not do that because it's dickish? Like, this cop is being so nice to him, especially because he's a cop. I mean, like, this isn't live streamed on the internet. He uploaded this later, so like, this cop could probably beat this man to death and get away with it. I mean, cops can get away with a lot of shit. Let's be real. At the very least, he's not going to do time over it.
For what? I'm not asking.
I have a legal
I'm
right
not
to have a
asking you
lawyer.
any incriminating questions.
I need a lawyer for what? I mean, I guess you can have one, but what the fuck you need one? Am I being detained?
I have a legal right to a lawyer.
Okay. Well,
Have a nice day.
Your parents have a legal right to not breathe in fumes in their own house. Okay. So I'm asking you to shut the oil diffuser off.
It's for my coping skills.
To be fair, somebody in the chat, to be fair, you should always ask for a lawyer with the cops. I mean, I generally agree with you, but, you know, maybe not shine an obnoxious flashlight in their fucking face, too. Generally speaking, if you value your life, it is not a good idea to actively fuck with people who could probably get away with murdering you. That's, I think if I could impart any advice to you, that if you know someone could likely get away with murdering you, maybe don't try to get on their bad side is all I'm throwing out there. Like, I don't like cops either, okay? But, like, if a cop pulls me over, I'm not turning my NWA on in that moment because I'm just really hoping he's feeling generous that night and decides to not fucking rob me. You know, I just really would like it if he'd be cool, you know? Zach the Bong Ripper, I would have tased him already. Well, you know, I think a lot of people would not have shown him the patience this man did. This officer does. This is how cops, I wish the world was full of more cops like this. The patience of a saint on this fucking cop. Oh.
And I don't have to answer to you unless it's a court order for it.
Andy, can you please not?
If there's a court order, is that a request?
I love that. Andy, come on, man. Stop being a fucking asshole. Like, this cop is just so fed up with him. And you know this cop has dealt with him before. I mean, that's so telling. Andy, come on. Not Mr. Ditch. Not Andrew. None of that. Like, not Sir. None of that. It's like, Andy, come on. Just fucking stop. All right, just stop. All right, it's time to stop. Just that exacerbated kind of like, just why do you have to be like this? Why do you want to do this?
Or is that an
It doesn't
order?
have to be a court order. Why do you have to talk like this all the time?
Is that
It doesn't
a
have to be
request or is that a court order for me? Not-
It doesn't have to be a court order. Why do you have to talk like this all the time? This cop is just so fucking like exhausted dealing with this guy. Like, come on, man. Fucking mom can't breathe. Just fucking. Zach the Bong Ripper. I wish RoboCop was real. He would have lifted the sofa and thrown him out the window. He would have taken that, you know, that fucking, it wasn't even like a knife, but like that like spike that came out of the fucking back of his hand when he shanked that guy in the neck. Man, that was a great movie. I want to watch RoboCop again. Do I have that? I'm looking over at my movie things. I think I have that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna watch that tonight. Fucking RoboCop. That movie's great. That movie's just fucking fantastic. Oh. All right.
Not
Asking
having
you to
my
turn
oil
off your
diffuser
oil
that
diffuser.
helps me relax.
You don't have to. You don't need that. Your parents have. Your mother's on oxygen. It's bothering her. Okay.
and I would have turned it off.
Your mother is on oxygen and has been hospitalized several times due to breathing problems.
Yeah.
And she calls to complain because this aggravates her breathing
And she didn't even
problems.
tell me to turn.
This cop is just trying to be like, come on, man, just fucking turn it off. All right, your mom's over here can't fucking breathe. Stop being a dick. It's so rare when you get this. When you get a cop that's just being so patient and just trying to talk some fucking sense into somebody and be like, come on, man, what am I even got to be here? All right, like I'm sure there's a fucking cold case or something I could be going over. He wouldn't probably be doing that, but you know, he'd rather be sitting at the fucking donut shop, whatever the fuck cops do. All right, he's like, come on, man. You think I want to just fucking? Oh, and by the way, Andy also is in diapers. I don't think we covered that tonight, but Andrew Ditch, 34 years old, also wears adult diapers. Has never been potty trained. You might be feeling down on yourselves, folks. You know, because every once in a while I kind of feel like, man, I just don't feel like I'm as far in life as I should be. I feel like a fuck up. I feel like I should have accomplished so much more. Like, all my friends are already divorced and I'm not even married. You know, you just feel so behind. You know what I mean? But I tell you what, I'm potty trained. I got that under my belt. Don't take anything in this world for granted, I guess. I got that, and I'm pretty sure all of you do too. I hope you all do. If not, I highly suggest you get on that. That's kind of, you're a little behind on that. But Andrew Ditch, 34 years old, not potty trained. Fucking shit. Sitting in his room, it probably stinks like a fucking Amishman running a goddamn oil diffuser to try and cover that smell and choking out his poor mother on oxygen. Not literally choking her out. The fumes are choking her out. He is not literally using his retard strength to choke her to death, as far as I know. But the fumes are.
Turn off. I was on the phone with Crazy Services.
You know what? I'm asking you to shut it off.
Get a court order, then I'll do it.
No, I'm not getting a court order.
Get a court order. You know what that reminds me?
Every
Every time he says that, you ever see that Rick and Morty skit? I know Rick and Morty, big brain. You have to have a high IQ to understand it. But it is funny. They did a skit in between seasons where they took the transcript of some guy that was being arraigned and he kept telling the judge to suck his dick and stuff. And like Morty was the judge and Rick was the guy. It's really funny if you look it up online. And like the guy, and this was an actual transcript from a court, but the guy kept saying like, you judge can suck my dick. And he's like, can we get a court order in here to get my dick sucked? And every time Andy's just going on about like a court order, like that line from that skit just pops in my head. Like, can we get a court order to get my dick sucked? Although hopefully before Andy gets his dick sucked, he has had his diaper changed.
Shut her off.
Okay.
And if you touch it, you violate my privacy.
It's bothering your parents. This is their house.
Okay, you're violating my privacy.
This poor cop. Like, patience of a saint on this man. And you're violating my privacy if you shut off my oil diffuser.
If you touch it.
Violating your privacy. How?
Because it's my property.
So, this is your parents' house.
Tell my dad to get my, as my representative payee to get my, apartment done.
You don't have any money. Spend it on
What do you spend it on?
junk.
What's
Other
that?
than his diapers.
Other than his diapers. At one point, I think he's like, the Revenge of the Sith guys were making fun of him. He was like responding to them or something. It might even be in this video. I don't know. I watched a lot of stuff on him and it all kind of blurs together. But at one point, he's like, I pay rent for this room or something. And I highly doubt that Andrew Ditch pays any significant amount of rent. Like maybe he has to give him $10 a month or some dumb shit like that. But I doubt it. Supposedly he works at a Walmart or something. I'm because of course.
Amazon.
He spent all kinds of stuff on Amazon.
Amazon.
What are you buying on Amazon?
didn't have to answer anything. Miss Annie didn't have any problems with this.
I knew I had it in there. It was scary.
All right. Well, I'll call my lieutenant and see if this fits harassment.
Call my lieutenant. Lieutenant, I have to arrest a fat retard with a dirty diaper. Is that a... Good God. Imagine sitting in a holding cell and you get stuck next to this guy.
Charges, and if
I'm not doing it,
it
to
does,
cause
then
anyone
you
to
go jail,
get.
all because your oil diffuser's on.
I'm not doing it to cause any intent, to cause anybody
it's
harm.
bothering them. It doesn't matter.
And you don't
You know
have.
what? Since I walked in the store, you refuse to talk to me like an adult.
Because I don't appreciate you how you treat me.
I don't appreciate how you treat... And Andrew, on the off chance you should ever see this, and you probably won't, because I'm probably going to throw it on unlisted afterwards, because that's just what I do now, apparently. This cop is being so fucking nice to you. Now, I thankfully have not had a tremendous amount of run-ins with the police in my time. I'm a good boy who didn't do nothing. I really have not gotten in a lot of trouble. I've sent parking tickets. I've had a few brushes with the police, like back and forth. It never resulted in arrest. Sort of cops showing up at areas where they're swinging their dicks around. I've spent a little bit of time at clubs and bars when I was younger. Never really enjoyed it much, but you know, various chicks I was seeing, they always like going to those stupid places. And every once in a while, a cop comes in and he's, you know, looking to fuss with people, see if anybody smoking the devil's lettuce or anything like that. And he wants to give everybody a hard time. But like that and traffic tickets are the extent of my dealings with the police, basically. I've never been arrested. So I don't have a tremendous amount of dealings with the police. That said, though, this cop is being so super fucking cool with you, man. This cop is being, like, the fact that the cop has to look at you and being like, I don't appreciate the way you're treating me. Like, that's fucking telling. All right?
You're discriminating against my
Andy,
disability.
that's fine. You can go to jail then, okay? That's fine.
Arrest me. Throw me in jail.
See if I can.
Throw me in jail for something, Andy.
See if I can.
Arrest me for something for I'm trying to do something to calm me down.
Do you want to be quiet? Because you know.
Throw me in jail then. He's just, I'm going to see if I can. Lieutenant, can I just shoot this guy? Like, somebody in the chat's asking, like, Lieutenant, look, nobody's going to miss him. All right? Like, just fucking, like, look, we'll just say he was coming right at me. Like, you know, you could, it's fine. All right, we'll get it. Or I'll like, let me talk to the parents, see if they'll get their story straight. Like, internal affairs, they can, like, he was coming right at me with his Lenny from Mice and Men retard strength, and so I unloaded my clip into him.
What, I asked you man to man if you would just turn it down, and you refused. So this is what happens, okay?
Arrest
you
me.
come in here and you shine a light.
Arrest me.
That's what
Arrest
I'm calling
me.
to do.
Because
that's what I'm calling to do. He's like, come on, arrest me. Fucking pussy, you don't have the balls. He's like, I'll show you the balls. I'll show you what balls I got. Like, all you had to do was unplug your stupid fucking oil diffuser. All you had to do.
He's using that to calm myself down. And you're not allowing me with my coping skill, which is a discrimination-based arrest. Make sure your lieutenant knows that one. That you're denying me something that
I love that he knows, like, or sort of knows all the bullshit buzzwords to play the system. This is a discrimination-based arrest and all that other shit. Like, you want to feel a little bad for him because he's a retard. And, I mean, yeah, he kind of is, but he's not. I kept saying Lenny from Mice and Men and retard shrink, but he's not that. Like, Lenny didn't know any better. Lenny didn't know what he was doing. Like, this kid is an asshole. You know? Like, he knows, at least trying to be playing the system. He's trying to play it.
I had no problem using all along.
He's refusing to shut this oil diffuser off.
Because it's my coping skill.
Just coping
You
skill. Somebody says, why doesn't he go in his room? I believe he is in his room. But the thing about, like, I guess this thing he's running is that it's just fucking stinking up the house, I believe. I don't know. This might be a living room. I really don't know what I'm looking at here because, first of all, the guy's got his fucking vertical filming. So I feel like I'm looking at this through a crack in it, like a door is cracked and I'm kind of eavesdropping on it. That's how I feel. Like I can't really see what's going on in here. I can't really see where we're at.
Can't just deny somebody right to help them relax.
It's bothering Mom. She's on oxygen. She's sitting at the table.
And she didn't even ask me to do it. She just unplugged it. I was on the phone with a recorded phone call.
She's on one of those oil diffuser things. I could smell it through the door. It's ridiculous.
And it relaxes me. Door. You're gonna yell at me for putting one drop of 2 oils in there? Fine, arrest me for it. For my disability again.
It's bothering me. I mean, I could smell it through the door. It's like eucalyptus or something like that. He's asked him to shut it off, and he's not doing it. He's just being defiant as usual. He's shining a...
As usual. As usual.
I tried being nice to him. He won't have it. He's refusing to...
Because it relaxes me.
Listen to this cop. Listen to this cop talking to his lieutenant, like, as usual. Like, you know, they've been there so many times. And he's like, he's shining a fucking light in my face, like, look, I deserve a fucking promotion that I haven't unloaded my clip of this man. A lesser man would have. I'd have been beating this motherfucker with a nightstick by now. No. Now, I'm not cop material. I should not be trusted with that kind of power. I've always said you got to hold cops to a higher standard because they wield so much power. And I can find no fault in how this cop is acting. I wish I lived in a world where every cop was like this one, from what I'm seeing here. He is being patient. He is being reasonable. Like, he is trying to de-escalate this situation. He's doing everything a cop should. You know, like, most people would not have this patience. Okay, most people would just be like, Lieutenant, do I have permission to beat this man half to death? Okay, I do. Yeah, can I get some backup?
If you can't help me relax, then what am I going to do?
Yeah.
You'll sign charges against him?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Good, arrest me. And I'll have it for my disability.
Okay.
You'll sign charges against him? Yes, I will. It's like, good, arrest me.
All right. Okay, you can go to jail then.
For what?
For harassment.
For harassment for something that's using it for my disability?
Yeah, because you're being unruly. This is ridiculous.
How is it unruly?
I'm not going to argue with you. I don't have to. Get your lawyer to talk to me.
He doesn't have one anymore. He quit.
Yeah,
I believe it. I know.
So I'm not allowed to have
I love that line. Get your lawyer. I'm not arguing with you anymore. Get your lawyer to talk with me. He doesn't have one anymore. He quit. And cop's just like, I believe it. I know. I just...
to help me relax with my disability?
You know you'll have to sign harassment charges against him, right? Okay, good enough. We'll get that order of protection back in place, too.
So I can't have something to help me relax? Seriously?
Somebody says, why do speds get all the good cops? Yeah, really. Now, there's been a few times I've dealt with some good cops. I've dealt with, you know, again, it's mostly been traffic tickets, my dealings with them, you know. But, you know, like, yeah, I wish I dealt with more cops that were just fucking super cool like that, you know. They were just clearly not trying to, like, this cop, patience of a saint. Patience of a saint on this cop. Oh, what else we got with old Andy Ditch here? By the way, Dashing Rogue is live if you all want to check him out. Just make sure you send Streamlabs to me first, and then you can go watch Andy Ditch. Or Andy Ditch. Go watch Dashing Rogue then. All right. Let's see what else we got. Okay, so this is what I think this is one I had heard before. If it is, this was good. This one's entitled what is it? No food or medicine. Let's go back to screen share. So he said if there's an order of protection, you shouldn't be in that house. I think he was saying we'll get that going again. So, like, you know, the parents probably, like, felt bad for him and let him move back in or something like that. Is there a video of him getting anally raped? I don't believe so. I don't know who would want that, given that, you know, this man doesn't know when he has to take a dump. You know, that's, I don't think that would make for very good anal. When you got to pull a diaper aside for it.
911, where's your emergency?
This is the one. He's calling 911. He's calling 911. Now, obviously, if you're calling 911, it's got to be very important, correct? Well, let's hear.
Hey, need food. What do you mean you need food? I need food. Okay, have you tried calling 211?
Yeah, if you tried calling him for this isn't a Pizza Hut, all right? This is fucking 911. What do you mean you need food?
I need food. My dad. I need food. My dad refuses. Tell me where you are. No. Here. Can you? Where are you? 911 where I'm at. Where is that? Can you tell 911 where I'm at? It's on 1490 Sheridan. Okay. I need someone to talk to me. You're at 1490 Sheridan? Yes. Okay. And is this an apartment or a whole house? It's the 7-Eleven.
Okay, so it sounded like some Indian dude or something there. So Andy is at a 7-Eleven. I just want you to picture this. And probably wants a fucking candy bar or something. And his dad won't give him any money for it. And obviously the 7-Eleven clerk isn't going to just give him a fucking candy bar. So this guy at a 7-Eleven. Imagine this. You're at your shift at the 7-Eleven. And fucking Andy Ditch comes in there. Possibly with a loaded diaper. And wants you to just give him a candy bar. And when you tell him you can't do that, he calls 911. Because they're supposed to, I guess, get him a candy bar or whatever the fuck it is he wants in there. And you gotta like tell the fucking 911 people like, yes, they're at the 7-Eleven here. Can you please come get him? Please.
7-Eleven? Okay, so what is going on there? I don't have food. My dad, my payee. And Andy has autism, and he refuses to bring me down or Tylenol. And I need a group home, and I've been abused by my dad. And police won't help me. Okay, you live...
Good Lord. And you know she probably like would have dispatched, okay, yeah, we need a Tard Wrangler at 7-Eleven. If we can get that, please. Yes, we're gonna need a Tard Wrangler over at the Sheridan 7-Eleven. What do we got? What else we got here? I'd like to find the one. I don't want to spoil it, but there's one I'd really like to find. Man, if I can find it, it's worth it. He has got a lot of videos. All right, some of these are really, really old. trying to find it. This might be it. Oh, this one's probably pretty long. Maybe we'll watch that, but I don't think it's the one I was thinking of. Ah, man, if I could just find it. It's so funny. If you haven't seen it, it's so fucking funny, but man. Oh, man. If I can find it. There's one where like he's walking around crying about something, and he just starts like randomly going, "I'm pooping myself." I don't know. The Revenge of the Sis guys played it, and funnily enough, a bunch of like related channels turned it into a fucking song. So let me see if I can. See if I can find it. No, I guess not. Let's see if I can find the Andrew Ditch song. No. Nah, I guess I can't find it. Oh well. But let's see. This video is 19 minutes long. This is I need Dad's help getting. I need Dad. Yeah. I need. This is like Hannah Hayes style fucking titles. I need Dad's help in getting in a group home. Okay. So we're gonna watch this. Let's see. Go ahead. All right. So.
Talking to Mom, Dad.
Okay.
I'm trying to ask Mom.
Well, now I'm answering her question.
This is the sneaky. Look at this sneaky little shit's doing this. He is recording this, right? But he sits his phone down, so they don't know they're being recorded. What a little shithead.
Well,
and you don't have to interrupt when I'm
You're not her, Dad. I'm asking Mom, not you.
I'm sorry, I'm out here too. I'm a person too, and I think I'm allowed to fucking stick.
Yeah, but Mom is the person who's gonna answer me. I'll ask you the question if I'm talking to you, but I'm talking to Mom.
Talk to her as soon as I get done with what she needs. She had some needs right now.
You know, people like. Look, I always go on about like I don't know if I want kids, that kind of stuff. And, like, people tell me, oh, it's such a blessing, it's such a blessing. And, look, I mean, most of the time it is. I'm not trying to belittle you if you have kids. I'm not, like, anti-natalist about it. I'm just saying, like, you know, like, well, how are you going to feel if are you sure you're going to not wish you had a legacy when you're old and all this other stuff? Imagine this is your kid, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing about life. Like, no matter what you do, no matter what choices you make, things might go terribly fucking wrong. Like, two people raised this man, you know, and this is what they're stuck with now, you know. Anyone out there, if you got a kid and you know you feel a little disappointed in him sometimes, and your kid ain't Andrew Ditch, all right? Like. You know, did your kid manage to master potty training before the age of 34? He's a step above Andrew Ditch.
I made a mess. Oh, jeez, Dan, there's a lot more than I thought this could see there. You all right?
Yeah.
Maybe Bentley would like to lick you off.
Maybe.
I hope Bentley is a dog.
I'll sit out here, Jim.
I need it to dry now.
Yeah, I'll sit out here.
Can I ask you, Mom? Is it in a parent's moral
No.
that they want to make sure their son or their kid is able to take care of themselves so they can live a productive life?
I did what I could, Andy.
But I'm asking you.
He's trying to put a judgment on
No!
you.
I'm trying to get into a group home, Dad.
But you're
And then he just wants help with this. And I'm talking to Mom right now.
Well, talk to Mom right now. Leave me out of it. I'm done.
And if you're out of it, then it's between Mom and me right now.
Well, that's because you won't let me sit even here. So. And as soon as I'm done, I'm going back upstairs to my cage.
I'm just saying, like, I'd be helping him get in a group home. Anything that gets him the fuck away from me.
I don't like being treated this way, Dad. I'm trying to ask for help, and you're not even... You know what, Dad? If you're going to help me, you have tonight to help me with the routine. And after tonight, for tomorrow's routine to be set up, I'm not going to counseling any further.
Any excuses you got because you don't want to do it because you...
And Andy will go to Social Security tomorrow.
He can go 339 Morgan Jim.
I will go to Social Security tomorrow on how you are denying me the services I need to get help.
Start walking.
I have Uber ride, and he can go.
I think the mail is here.
I can go get Uber ride for that real quickly, Dad.
Uber ain't cheap. Dad, he has the money for it.
Everybody tells him something, he does the opposite.
And if you want me to go to counseling where you're going to be helping me, then I'm going to have your help doing the routine. And the two things that...
Some people in the comments shitting on the parents, and I get that. Like, I'm sure they're not blameless, but at the same time, I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt because, like, autism, especially the heavily autistic kids, like I mean, parenting's a tough job to begin with, but like autism, there's sometimes you're like, what the fuck are you even supposed to do for? I mean, it's, and then you got somebody like this who, I mean, he's not completely stupid, okay? He knows how to manipulate. He knows how to play the game, all right? He knows how to do that kind of shit. So he's just smart enough to make himself even more difficult. A guy like this, I mean, there's nothing that could be done for him, you know, but they're just sort of stuck with him because I'm sure they feel some sort of parental love for him. But like a guy like this just frankly needs to be put in an asylum. I mean, what else are you going to do with him? You know, the only other option for a functional society is to take the Andrew Ditch out back and do a Lenny from Mice and Men on him. You know, you tell him about the rabbits. Other than that, you just got to keep somebody like this just locked the fuck away. There's nothing else you can do for it. What else? This isn't somebody who like, okay, we're gonna give him some social programs, and he'll be able to at least help out a little bit. He'll be able to put the carts away at the grocery store, and he'll go back to his efficiency apartment, and he'll be, you know, no, there's none of that with him. Like, this is perpetual burden. Because again, you combine the sped aspects with the fact that this is a lazy, fucking manipulative sociopath. On top of the other things. And there's nothing you can do for something like this.
We're asked by Adam, my counselor, that you're supposed to help me with. That I don't even see you even budging to try to help me with. Or making it tape
It
that
really
you're
makes a lot
helping.
of sense. Yesterday, stay away. I got respiratory. You're about to throwing up, Dad, and all this stuff. I don't want you getting it, Dad.
Yeah, but you could make an arrangement when you're gonna do these things.
Who the hell thinks when they're sick, Andy? Who the hell are you? When people are sick, they want to get well. They don't want to be bothered with other people. They absolutely have to. You need to learn the issues and accept them.
This is getting a little boring, so let's spice this up a little bit. We're gonna watch another video of his. So as I mentioned, the Revenge of the Sith guys had covered him. This is how I discovered him. I don't know where these guys find some of these obscure locales. It's amazing. I wish I had their mining techniques when it comes to this. But they did some videos on Andy, and then Andy responded with a, good Lord, if it'll load here. It's like a 58-minute fucking response to these guys. Okay, so yeah, so the Revenge of the Sith guys were talking about
And look
it,
at
and then he caught wind of it, and he went ahead and responded.
Okay, guys, Andy here. I'm gonna try to trash talk here.
He's gonna try to trash talk.
By the way, before I get into this channel, Revenge of the Sith, I subscribe to it because it is funny, even though they had very mean things to say about me. I want to show you. This here is my record.
Well, you know, I'm gonna give him a little bit of credit. He can take a joke better than David Serini. I mean, I throw that out there.
From my primary doctor, right here. Wonderful Dr. Fastenal.
Okay, this is great. Let me.
This is my.
Okay, so adult health examination, autistic disorder. You think anxiety state, asthma without status, asthmaticus, cellulitis, and absence of trunk. Not exactly sure what that is. Cellulitis of upper left limb. I'm not exactly sure off the top of my head what cellulitis is. Hydrodenitis, body mass over 30 plus, obesity, lower back pain, malingering. This is something I learned when the Revenge of the Sith guys were covering this. This is a new word of the day. Malingering. Malingering is feigning or exaggerating illness to avoid duty or work. So even the doctor is like, I mean, yeah, this guy's a mess, but he's not as bad of a mess as he would have us believe.
Diagnosis here.
Mixed receptive expressive language disorder. Other specified problems related to psychological circumstances. Pain in scrotum. Pain in scrotum. Oh, knee pain. Migraine with, what is that? Aura non-refractory? I'm not exactly sure what the rest of that is. I suffer from migraines once in a while. I'll admit that. I can occasionally, not very often, but occasionally get very, very bad ones where, I mean, like again, not, this is, you know, once in a fortnight kind of situation, but where I just gotta fucking lay down and hide from sound and light. But that's not a very common thing. Usually if I feel a migraine coming on, I just pop an old Excedrin migraine and I'm fine. If I nip it in the bud. I've never really found a pattern to what causes them. It seems like they get a little worse if I'm really under some stress or something, but I'm not even 100% sure on that. So, whatever. But I do get those once in a while, and they are a nightmare on occasion. But, you know, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. I mean, what am I going to go on disability? Sometimes I get headaches. Like, yeah, okay.
And if you look, there's that. There's
Somebody says, what's absence of trunk? To be honest, I don't even know what cellulitis is off the top of my head. I mean, that's a word I've heard a bunch, but I don't, I'm not some hypochondriac that goes to the fucking doctor all the time. So I don't know what a lot of these are, but I learned the word malingering recently. Pain and scrotum. That's fucking fantastic.
anxiety. There is. Oop, I go a little lower. My language problem. Oop, let's go back. Oops, let's go back here. Here is my medication list. If you see.
I still don't know what the migraine, without refractory aura is. I don't. Only thing I know, like, it's very common that, like, light can trigger, really bright lights can trigger a migraine. Really strong, continuous smells can trigger it. It's sort of a sensory overload thing can trigger it. Like, I am very light sensitive. I have fucking mole people eyes compared to a lot of people. Like, I almost year round I need my sunglasses to drive, kind of thing. Like, it's just, I mean, I can do it without it, but it's just unpleasant. And I'm not wearing my sunglasses indoors in a dark room kind of situation, but yeah, I'm pretty light sensitive. I'm like a fucking mogwai when you turn on the bright lights. So what is is that like not light triggered, or I don't know.
Inhaler for asthma. Zyrtec. What is?
A lot of this is just like over the counter shit. Like, I'm not gonna try and go back too long. I'll skip back too far. But it was like Zyrtec and vitamin, just a bunch of over the counter shit.
There, you know what?
Yeah, there we go. Like Zyrtec allergy. Okay, maybe it's like the prescription strength version, like vitamin D3. Like, okay, that I don't know what it is. I don't know what that is either. But like, he's trying to basically prove. It's funny. He's trying to, I guess, like, get sympathy early on in this video, but like, you literally showed us that your doctor is even saying, like, yeah, he's full of shit on a lot of this.
That one there is Andy's allergic to. Oh, I don't even know what that medicine is. Oh, you know what? That's Tamiflu. Sorry, Andy's not taking that. That's been done with a long time ago.
Apparently, according to Steve's Jerky, which, by the way, check out Steve's Jerky. It's great, delicious jerky. Your trunk is your torso, medically speaking. Okay. All right. There we go. Andy needs a lead pill. Well, I didn't say that. I disavow that, chat, because I like having a YouTube channel. But
vitamin D3.
But I did read it out loud.
One pill once a day. Sorry, Dr. Fastenal. You keep adding that old prescription.
By the way, folks, if you're enjoying this Sunday Night Cringe, do check out the streamlabs.com/Beckloff if you would like to donate. Throw some shekels at the Beckloff. I need it. I need it for my, I have a bad case of malingering. I have a really bad case of malingering. I have a bad case of ligma. They say it's the worst case of ligma they've ever seen.
I don't even know how to test my sugar properly, but it's a sensory problem. I meant Demesta, not that one there. Protonics. Flonase is in Protonics, that's why I can't take the, I'm sorry, Flonase is in with Demesta, so I can't take both together. My Synthroid, Tylenol, EpiPen, migraine medicine, Demesta, lifesaver for nose surgery, Colace, iron, Zyrtec, allergy, Allegra. Ooh, you know what? And you don't put that on there for my allergy.
You know what? Every time I hear Allegra, I always think of this. In the early to mid 2000s, I think it was, there was a time when there was a certain regulation that if like a prescription drug didn't say what it does in a commercial, it didn't have to list the side effects. So drug companies would do these weird esoteric commercials where it would just be like a guy's in a bathtub in a field or some weird David Lynch fucking scenario. And then it would just be like, ask your doctor about Allegra. And you just be like, what the fuck is Allegra? What does it do? What is any of this? To the point where I feel like a lot of people asked doctors about a lot of medicines back then because it's just like, what the fuck is this? I keep seeing a commercial for this. But like, if they didn't list what it did, they didn't have to list the side effects. You know, if it wasn't like, yeah, this will help with your allergies, but side effects include leaky anus or something like that. Like they didn't have to. But there'd just be this weird commercials, like just usually somebody just in a field, and then just like, ask your doctor about Allegra. Like maybe it would vaguely hint to what it did, but even then, usually not. Just random bullshit, and then ask your doctor about Zyrtex.
I'm allergic to. You ordered that, and I used to take that before, and it used to work way better than the Zyrtec, but now I can't take it. Suckies. My sugar kit.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Steve's Jerky points out in the chat. The ED medicines always show some old ass dude with a hot MILF. Yeah, it's always like some guy that's like, buddy, if you can't get it up for that, you don't fucking deserve it. All right, just why don't you let the pool boy take a crack at it or something. All right, it's like fucking some chick that looks like Janet Mason, where it's like, which by the way, that's a porn star from back in the day. But that was a hot fucking MILF. I think she's like fucking, she's well into her 50s and she can still get it. But some chick like that. And this guy's like, oh, I can't get my dick up for it. It's like, well, then fuck you. You know, real guys that need fucking Viagra, and it's because, you know, their wife's as fucking as much of a train wreck as them. And there's only so much of closing your eyes and remembering your glory days you could do. Let's see.
A line. And then.
So in the chat, double bathtubs turn me on at this point. Yeah, that was another common in the
my
ED
diapers.
commercials.
And I don't use these ones because I switch brands. They are cheaper than one I use. Medicaid didn't cover those, and Medicaid don't cover the ones I buy. Still, Medicaid diapers suck.
Medicaid diapers are no
know
good.
what this one is.
That's a pro tip, guys.
He's got a lot of medications that are outdated. That's sad, but whatever. And a lot of medications I still take, so anyways, this is a video that these guys trash talked me. And before we even get to it, you can already see, you already can see the title that these guys use. And this guy here is going to be funny.
All right, folks, I'm going to real quick, my wash is done. I'm going to real quick stick it in the dryer. My laundry room is right, it's adjacent to prestigious Beckloff Studios. I'm going to be able to hear this, though, so I'm not going to miss it, and we will be commenting on it. But I'm going to leave you just with the video for just a minute here. Just a minute. Just a quibby, as the kids say.
This guy here, not so funny, but it's entertainment if you look on the other side. And it's entertainment for everybody. And that's why I subscribed. You guys are very funny. I have to give you that. Even though Andy don't understand if you guys are really being mean or if you guys are just trying to be entertaining. I really actually feel with other videos that you guys have done, it's entertaining. So let's play.
This guy named Andrew Ditch and he's his terrible, crazy, autistic house. Now I want to point out, this guy lives with his parents. This is JJ Stoner sent this, by the way. This guy lives with his parents. and crazy autistic house. Now, I want to point out this guy lives with his parents. This is JJ Stoner sent this.
JJ Stoner. Wow,
By the way,
name.
this guy lives with his parents, and he does this to their home. So, want to let's take a little tour.
This is looking into the house from the front door. Most of the stuff in this room is mine, but I have no place to put my clothes, which are in there. One box is clothes, another box I think was garbage. Don't remember what the top box was.
Is this what Frozen Asian's doing now? This isn't Frozen Asian. Oh, okay. Okay.
You guys are funny. And JJ, JJ Stoner, guess what? You don't even know who I am? You're funny. Andy's definitely not that other person you said. And
It's my swim
I'm funny.
diapers.
I'm laughing.
Swim diaper? Wait, what are... I'm sorry now.
Let's pause. First of all, this guy is like completely like funny. It's like, are you playing with me or are you being serious? You never heard of a swim...
I'm still muted. My bad. Yeah, so... man. Boom. I forgot to unmute myself. Boomer Tech. Yes. But anyways, I was saying, I love the fact that I'm commenting on Andy, commenting on the Revenge of the Cis guys, commenting on Andy. I love that about YouTube. I love that YouTube is like... It's like when you put two mirrors next to each other, only there's different people in each... There's different people in each one. But yeah, he doesn't like Royce. He does like Mersh. So he says, I gotta agree, Mersh is generally funnier. Royce is great at setting Mersh up. Like, Mersh is one of those guys where, like, he's really good at feigning anger at something. Like, he'll be angry at it, but he'll exaggerate it for comedic effect. He's good at exaggerating his reactions for comedic effect. So Royce is really good at just fucking setting Mersh up. There was one time Mersh actually, it was towards the end of the show anyways, but Mersh actually fucking left. I think they were responding to Lily Singh or something, but he's just like, no, I'm done. All right. So anyways, back to this. Sorry for the muted and gay. If you appreciate this terrible production value, do hit up the Streamlabs, folks. But no, I got to get one of those things where he draws on stuff. But I doubt I will because I'm retarded. I'm not Andy Ditch retarded though, so really I have no excuse. If he has it, I should have it.
Diaper, and this guy here is just like,
no, he doesn't like her.
I don't know what he's feeling.
My curiosity has been piqued. What are swim diapers?
Mike, they're diapers for people that want to go swimming. And
no,
they're not.
They are not diapers for someone who wants to go swimming just because you don't want to use the bathroom. They're for people who can't use the bathroom properly, either because of physical issue or because of issues with not knowing when they have to go. Like for me, Andy doesn't have...
I'm just going to throw this out here. If you are incontinent, and I don't care if it's because of physical disability or because, you're just a lazy narcissistic sped like Andrew Ditch, if you are incontinent, you have no business being in a public pool ever. Ever. Not ever. So swim diapers should not exist. Okay, that is a product that should be outlawed because you have no business being in a fucking public pool with those. Ever.
Have the ability to feel the sensation or urge. Like, I don't have to eat because don't feel hunger. The only time Andy feels a little bit of a hunger is when my sugar is getting low or dropping.
I'd have to go to the bathroom.
But wouldn't they
I'm sorry, you don't have swim diapers?
I feel like, Andy, you probably feel hunger a lot. From what I've seen.
Wouldn't they just absorb all the water?
Actually, your buddy does have swim diapers, and he uses regular diapers in the pool because they fill up and they swell. And you're gonna learn his comment and gonna answer in a minute.
And then you just have a really heavy diaper on in the pool?
So you don't have swim diapers. That's a no.
Wouldn't that be really heavy?
Yeah.
That would be like...
Actually, swim diapers, let me just give you a little heads up what that means. And that confuses me if you say that. But
what
if swim diapers do not absorb water and
again?
Swell like normal diapers. And there's only one brand diaper to actually make swim diapers, and that's through Tranquility. And I hate their...
If they don't absorb water, how the fuck do they work? Like, absorbing water is like what a diaper does. I don't know. I'm not a big brain nibba who worked on the science of swim diapers, but again, basically a product that should be outlawed, in my humble opinion. If you need a diaper, I don't want you in the pool. Like, that's just...
feeling because they're pull-ups, and pull-ups feel awful around my, the elastic part. I'd rather have the tape-up diapers, and not any diaper, but diapers that don't feel wet after you pee, and like the Prevail brand or Walmart brand. And it's because of sensory problems. I don't like being wet, don't like being smelly, and hate wearing diapers. So,
well, then I'm gonna give you a bit of advice, Andy. Learn to go duty in the potty. Like, that would be my advice for you. Like, don't shit your pants anymore. You know? Like, most adults don't shit their pants, Andy. I mean, I guess maybe if you got, like, blackout fucking drunk, or you had, like, some sort of stomach bug or something, and you just accidentally shit yourself. Like, that happens to adults on occasion. But for the most part, Andy, an adult does not need to wear diapers. There's actually one of the Indiana Joneses. I can't remember which one. It was the one that had the fat guy from Sliders, who was also in Lord of the Rings, as one of the dwarves. It was the one that had him in it. The Indiana Jones movies kind of blur together to me. But there actually was a bad case of dysentery that went like around the set, and that scene where like the guy's like swinging the sword around and Indiana Jones just shoots him. That supposedly, and I'd heard that was improvised because Harrison Ford just really had to get off set and run to the shitter, so he just sort of did that as an improvised kind of joke, and it kind of left it in or something. That's from what I had heard. But there was some moment where like, John Reeves Davis, I think is his name, the fat guy from Sliders and Lord of the Rings. He's like delivering a line to Indy, and he just sort of looks at Harrison Ford for a second and goes, "Indy, I just shit myself." Because again, they were sick. They had a very serious disease that was causing them these problems. And that's a little different than a 34-year-old man who just refuses to learn how the potty works.
And it's not buoyant. Like, at least your body is buoyant. Like, you can float. But with the...
You are so correct. If you want to ask me, even with a swim diaper, you kind of, like, have a harder time swimming with them, trust me.
I feel like it would just be like, right? Like, I would wear those to train how to swim better, right? Like, I'll put swim diapers on, it'll add like 10 pounds.
Hey, you know what, buddy? I think your buddy here needs a little exercise of swimming better and would actually love to lose a little bit of weight because look at this. He's wide. And look at you. You're pretty skinny there, buddy. And you know what? I think
he called Royce fat.
Here really needs to work out and swim because swimming is very fun and actually I love water, except for it bothers me when it gets in your eyes. And I hate diving off the diving board during swim lessons just sucked.
20 pounds of non-buoyant, and then you really get a good workout. You just pee in the pool, man. Or is he worried about pooping?
Dad, I don't have the ability to get a ride to the YMCA.
You're right, buddy. I am worried about pooping because poop causes issues.
For this one.
Yes. And you don't just sit in your poopy diaper in the pool. Unlike this guy here said. You had to get out of the pool. And unlike you, buddy, you probably just sit in the pool with your man everywhere, and you probably pee in the pool and blame it on your kids, don't you, buddy?
Diapers. This is my 3-drawer organizer thing that I had to try to help me for organizing.
Look at all those pills, Mike.
You already saw my medication list. You also can probably test my drug if you want. Andy would love to give you a sample of my hair. I don't have drugs.
Things that OT from the VNA gave me.
I like this guy.
These are my medications that I will not be able to get.
Thank you. Because Andy don't like you because your glasses are ugly and it's very hard for me to look in you guys' eyes.
Help from?
Let's party.
Those are my
You want to party on my drugs?
I love
okay, Andy would love to give you my diabetic medication, my Colace, my iron, my Protonics, my EpiPen, my sugar test kit, my Centroid and everything else. You want to party on them? Sorry, they're not like lower tabs that make you feel really bad and make communication problems worse for me.
Remind me. The top box
that couch is
an old one from Philip.
Do you see the pee pad on the couch?
Yes, and it's filthy.
Yes.
It's filthy like this little chubby guy right here. His beard is filthy. He doesn't look like he's grooming or shower with it.
The other ones are from.
And you know what? It's even more grosser. You both of you guys look like you guys came from the garbage tote that I thought I.
I didn't have the pop up at the top layer. Oh man, I'm so terrible. I'm so terrible with this. Let's fix that in case we get any other. But Spice Weasel donated $10. Thank you very much for that. And says, it's my birthday, but I'm giving you a present. Well, thank you. Well, I'm giving you a present, Spice Weasel. And that present is the great Andrew Ditch. He's pulling a Davis, pulling up the fat card. Next, he's going to bring up Marvel movies. Well, you notice this. This is something when somebody's desperate. Now, because you mentioned Davis, so I'll go into this. In a way, Andrew is the same thing as Davis when it comes to he doesn't have the pants. And he's trying desperately. It's like when a little kid just doesn't have... Yeah, well, you're fat, even though the kid is fat too. Like, or look at Royce's glasses; they're so stupid. Like he just got nothing. And he's just grasping at nothing, and that's sort of how Davis tries to bants. Now, Davis actually does have the self-awareness to realize he's not clever enough to bants, so he tries to act like he's above such things. He was conceived in a ditch. I don't know if that's true or not, but thank you, Spice Weasel, for the super chat. It's streamlabs.com/thebacklaw if you wish to super chat. Support this lovely program. This fine program as we learn about some autism. As I comment on Andrew Ditch, commenting on Revenge of the Sis, commenting on Andrew Ditch. That is the fine programming. This is that I'm bringing you right now.
Got rid of last night.
My auto shipment. But this is what goes through no place to put my clothes, no bed in here. My air mattress is downstairs, but
Mind you, this is his garbage.
but I don't have
In garbage that Andy thought I'd put you guys both in the garbage tote last night to take them out to the trash, and you guys still appeared out of the garbage and actually became more uglier and disgusting looking.
Okay.
anything to.
And wait, fat people, Andy can actually say this as I'm fat too. Fat people actually love to look at people who are more ridiculous looking that you guys both are. You know why you don't shave, buddy? Both of you guys don't shave? Probably because you guys are too lazy to shave. Oops. You guys want entertainment? Andy's entertaining now.
Bring it up or fix a hole that a friend but
By the way, did anybody get what he was saying there? Because I got nothing. I got nothing on that.
for me last year
Oh, Tucker's bed.
because Andy was sleeping on the floor. And this
Oh, wait. Maybe both of you guys are sleeping in the doghouse tonight where your wife will sleep with your dog tonight because how mean you guys are. Oops. That's funny. You guys are funny to me.
is when I dusted this a few weeks
My
ago,
uncle.
or about a week ago rather, it was like that back there. I have a really hard time with.
So the wife is sleeping in the doghouse with the dog. Is this like a white girls fuck dogs kind of reference? Is Andy Ditch a big fan of Common Filth?
Sensory problems with dust and dirt.
I'm not.
You know who Andy feels bad is both of you guys douching it out for entertainment.
I promise you won't. I promise you. But
Oh, really?
I'm
Okay.
going to tell you
'Cause I
something
was
right
gonna
now.
say, I'm feeling bad for this
I'm
guy
going to
so
tell you
far.
something now, and so did I when I first watched this. I promise you, I could make you a guarantee by the end of this, you won't.
Okay, all right.
Trust me.
That's gonna be a tough one, but all right.
Okay.
And my dad blames me for all of this. I mean, this box right here and these boxes in front of this radiator are all from my brother's computer
Good place to put
parts
boxes.
that he had.
It is.
You're right about that one. And look, my routine board.
Yes, as Merce pointed out, in front of a radiator is a great place to put boxes.
Is right there too. That Andy couldn't even get at because of my family.
In front of a radiator.
Do you want to see? Do you want?
Oh
That's
wait,
exactly what somebody else.
you missed the part of my brother's
Jolly
3D
Ranchers.
printer that he paid $500 for,
I could go
and
for
his
some Jolly
computer
Ranchers.
that he paid over $3,000.
Is Andrew Ditch woke on the JQ? I'm not sure, Chad. I'm not sure if he's woke on the JQ. I mean, he does look like he should be fucking hosting a podcast at the right stuff, but I don't know if he's woke on the JQ or not.
And yet he doesn't even hold a job anymore.
Red Pill Man.
Do you want to see what his gaming rig looks like? We all have gaming rigs.
Of
You wanna
course,
see
he's
his?
got a sweet game, right?
I've no place to put any of this stuff.
What's wrong with
This box
you don't like his
here
gaming rig?
Keyboard is
has
filthy.
papers and things.
You know what the irony is, too? Is
It's that look how many fans it has. It's air cooled.
God.
Yeah, and you know what? It's even more funnier. It's actually way more out of your price range because Andy bet you right now, I didn't have to pay full price for all that stuff. If Andy bought my widescreen Asus monitor that Andy really
The chat's asking, has Andy joined a pagan cult? Yes, I don't believe so, but yeah, got himself a sweet gaming rig there, folks. He's PC Master Race. He is PC Master Race.
hates because it is really too bright for me and it flickers, and it's 4K. That's why I bought it. But with that, the keyboard.
Zach the Bong Ripper says, I don't want those Jolly Ranchers. No, I don't. I also don't want those Jolly Ranchers. But I could go for some Jolly Ranchers. You know what they used to have at Jolly Ranchers? I don't think they even make it anymore. I haven't seen it in years. They used to have a bag called like Passion Fruit Blend. And it had like strawberry and raspberry and my personal favorite, which I don't think they even make anymore, it had peach. It had peach Jolly Ranchers. They were awesome. You can still find strawberry if you get like a bag. It's called like Reds. It's all just red flavors. I don't know how childish or artistic you are that you like your Jolly Rancher flavor based on its color. But I haven't found like passion fruit Jolly Ranchers I don't know if they even make those anymore. Like, if I saw them at a store, I'd scoop up a bag of them instantly. I miss Peach Jolly Ranchers. Peach Jolly Ranchers, but a bomb. Oh, man. I want to, like, travel back in time to fucking 1997. Go to a mall and buy a bag of passion fruit Jolly Ranchers.
And the mouse and that's my old keyboard, by the way. And the computer desk that I have to clean because how filthy that house is all the time. And you know what? I would love to sell that computer to you. Give me $3,100 for it plus shipping.
$3,100.
You can have it
Plus shipping.
And
You're not even gonna throw in the shipping. You cheap fuck. Somebody in the chat says, saying I spent $3,000 on a computer for gaming is like saying I built a fleshlight out of gold. Oh man, that's PC Master Race. Aha, your $200 console can't beat my $4,000 PC. Well, yeah, I should hope not. But I don't have $4,000 to spend on this. If I can work for my money. Zach the Bong Ripper says, I like my Jolly Ranchers segregated. I only buy trad Jolly Ranchers. They are all white. What would white flavors even be? Maybe like white grape might be. But even that would be sort of a yellowish, almost champagne color. If I want to get all fancy about my colors there. I don't know what white flavors would be. Are they just like yogurt? They're not even fruit flavored hard candy anymore. They're just like vanilla flavored yogurt candies. Oh boy. Oh, I wish they still made peach Jolly Ranchers. I don't think they do anymore.
you know what the sad thing is? It only cost me less than $1,000 because of my retail cost.
It's a nice gaming rig. He's
got an MSI motherboard, though. Those are good.
No, yeah.
He's got good taste.
And you know who's got better taste? I think his beard, your buddy Beard, will actually taste really good for you, buddy. And you know what? While you're licking his beard, why don't you go up his nose and you go in his butt? Because you would love to poke it around. Your next comment, buddy. Your next comment about a gay guy. And he's not gay. Trust me. I'm sticking up for people who are different. And I know one person that's gay. And he's not my friend, trust me. You are a disgusting gay freak thinking that way. You probably do little boys, you little queer.
The irony is that this motherfucker.
That's a hell of an accusation there at the end. But I couldn't even pause any of that. That was amazing. And the best part is that he's doing the John Madden, like drawing on the fucking screen as he's doing this.
He's never going to catch the coronavirus.
Actually, the sad thing is, I already had it, and my family already had it too. So, yeah.
Andy and his whole family.
I think that's funny.
Of course not.
My mom could have
Andy and his whole family, including his mother who's on oxygen, had the coronavirus and got over it. I don't know, chat. You think that's true? Are you going to press X to doubt? You know, I mean, that might just be his bad case of malingering flaring up again.
His name is Andrew Ditch. So let me just show you something else.
Don't wear out my name, buddy.
The problem is that he...
Yes, chat. Andy is red-pilled on the gays. he's part of the Andy right. He's based in red-pilled. That's right.
He's made a news report.
Yeah, famous for echolalia, repeating my dad's words. And you know what the sad thing is, buddy? You better never been in jail and have money coming because of arrest like Andy's been through. I bet you never been through torture like that. And you know what? I don't even think jail was torture.
Andy really believes he has a false arrest lawsuit gonna work out for him because of the nicest cop in the world.
I actually liked it because they did therapies that I'm waiting for to get effort into group home and stuff. And you know what, buddy? The only therapy you're gonna get, the only therapy this guy here is gonna get is kissing that boy or that guy in the herpes mouth. And you know what? He's gonna have to kiss him.
Oh man,
and,
that was brutal.
And they're
Andy.
both going to do blowjobs each other.
You know what?
And you know what's even more funnier? I bet bottom dollar he likes this guy right here.
Oh,
These guys are lovers.
He's gonna kiss the reporter in the herpes mouth. You know what that calls for? Hang on. There you go. He got you, Royce.
So let's draw a heart. And this guy is a smiler towards this guy.
Oh no!
So it's a chain reaction.
Oh no! So wait. So Royce is gonna be fucking the reporter with herpes here, while I guess Merce jacks off in the corner. I don't know. Do we gotta play that again? There you go. Andy's coming in with the sick bants. Somebody in the chat says jail isn't even that bad, or at least holding isn't. Well, I haven't been in jail or holding, so I couldn't tell you. However, sitting next to Andrew Ditch, and stinking of fucking ukulele's oil and his shitty diaper, I believe that would be pretty bad. Yes, chat. Andy is very based. Adult diaper nationalism win. He's gonna get a regular guest spot on TRS. Yes, I don't know. I don't know how he feels about the JQ, but normies will not replace us. That's right, chat. Unite the Diaper Right rally tomorrow in Times Square. Everyone bring your torches and assault rifles. That's right, chat.
Maybe threesome tonight, buddies.
And look, maybe it's for something good. Sometimes you make the news for something good. Now, I know you're going to get distracted by this homosexual anchor man's herpes that he has on his lips for sure.
And you know what? That's even funnier. That dirty beard of yours is more funnier.
But I need you to ignore that. And I need you to listen to the story.
There's a lot to unpack just with this guy. The fact that his suit doesn't fit. The fact that he's got herpes.
Yeah. Oop. And you know what? Those glasses there are funny looking too, buddy.
He's the fact that he looks like Neil Patrick Harris. There's a lot going on here.
So check this out.
A man from the city of Tonawanda.
Oh my God! Why?
It's annoying, buddy. And you guys are funnier than hell. And you know what? The sad thing is, you guys are high. I bet bottom dollar you're smoking that A-bomb thing that they actually say on the internet for that marijuana term, and you are probably doing
the A-bomb. Did he say marijuana is called the A-bomb? Is that what you kids are calling it these days? I'm not sure. I'm not big in drug culture. I couldn't tell you.
The French fry thingy term that Andy learned. I don't even know what drug that's linked to, but you probably eat a bunch of those cheeseburgers and French fries, buddy.
You just take the day off.
I know exactly.
What the fuck, man?
I know.
Holy shit, dude!
I just took a shit listening to you laugh, buddy.
That looks like.
And you know what? The funny thing is, this your buddy.
That might not be a joke. He might have actually pooped himself laughing about this.
Your buddy here is actually going to plug his nose because of it.
The herpes from Spinal Tap. Remember when they did the really over-the-top herpes?
It's the real Michael Rappaport look.
Holy!
And you know why you have this beard? Because you have herpes too. You're covering up your herpes simplex too. Which, by the way, everybody already has herpes simplex 1, which is not the kissing kind of herpes. It's actually the cold sore. Oops, I know too much.
No, this dude Michael Rappaport.
Yes, cold sores are a cousin of herpes, but they're not really the same thing. And yes, a lot of people do have that. A lot of people don't even know they have it and have it. But I don't know if you could just be accusing Royce of having herpes too, and also wanting to fuck little boys. Remember, he accused Royce of that earlier.
Doesn't have shit on this guy. So, oh my, these whole fucking lip. Oh God, I know we got to get to the other.
Oh God, oh God. Yeah, you're funny, man.
But that's why. That's why I made sure there was enough time for you to have the reaction.
That's why I had enough time for you to have that reaction. Oh wait, it's stutter.
Somebody in the chat says Andrew Ditch is your average Sonic fan. That's very hurtful. That's very hurtful. Says, I thought I had a cold sore. Thankfully, it's just a pimple. Yeah, I don't know how many people exactly have it. It's not everybody, though, Andrew. But I don't know the exact percentage of the population that has it. Chickenpox is also a cousin of herpes. That's true. Yes. That's the thing. There's a lot of different viruses and bacteria that are closely related to each other, but are, in practical terms, very different things. Monkeys and human beings are very closely related to each other genetically. Okay, but it's not the same thing.
Buddy.
Because I knew that was going to happen.
Okay. Oh man. Oh boy.
Try to get through it if you can.
I'm trying.
I promise you, the story of this story's about the gentleman we just saw.
The story's about the gentleman we just saw. Oh wait, that sounds so fruity.
We got you, Royce. Oh man.
And your buddy's laughing at you, buddy.
It's okay. Please take your time.
And you're okay with your buddy laughing at your fruity comment there?
It's the worst. They say it's the worst case of herpes anyone's ever seen.
Okay, here we go.
I'm right.
A man from the city of Tonawanda faces 3 felony charges accused of spiking the food of several of his family members. Police say 34-year-old Andrew Ditch put Epsom salts and laxatives in the food and the water reservoir.
That's Andrew Ditch. That's the gentleman we just...
That is not what I expected to be on the other side of that camera.
No.
What were you expecting? Your friend's diaper ass? As I think he's already got the diaper that he wears to bed every night, and you are just wanting to see him in it just because it feels so fruity.
Oh.
He put Epsom salt and laxative in his elderly parents' food, so they arrested him?
Andrew Ditch put Epsom salts and laxatives in the food and the water reservoir.
Andrew...
Somebody in the chat says this reminds me of Merce, and of Medicare arguing with Ross. And yes, this guy is very Ross-like in that while he is a sped, he's also a dirtbag. Because remember, this guy, as the doctor himself said, he had a bad case of malingering, which means bullshitting illnesses. So Andrew Ditch is a fucking disaster, but he's also faking a lot of this. He's also milking a lot of this. He's playing the system. So he says this man has no room to talk about diapers. Well, it's like how black guys can say the N-word. That's our word. So I guess you have to be in a shitty diaper to make fun of other people for being in a shitty diaper.
Did put Epsom salts and laxatives in the food and water reservoir. Oh wait, I only repeat words and Andy.
Okay, we gotta pause here for a second. So, the news report said that he tried to poison his family, and then Andy repeats that and says, "Oh wait, I only repeat words." Like, you'll have to listen to this, but it's really weird. Like, Andrew goes on about how he repeats things he hears on TV, but he doesn't dispute the fact that he tried to poison his family, like, at all.
He did that one on purpose. As I was just trying to tell you, that I repeat people's words and things that I hear in movies and commercials, like don't get glad, get I'm sorry, don't get hang on, don't be mad, get glad, or be happy, it's glad. Hate to change, guys, hate to change. Or William Attar, call William Attar 444-4444. Helping people is what we do.
So he's not disputing the fact that he tried to poison his family. He just goes on quoting things he heard on the TV box.
Oops. Want to know more? The firm of the eights. Press 8. Call 8. You know, that's another good one. Oh, wait. What about this one here? Geico saving money for people. I butchered that one, didn't I? Geico saving people money for 50 years. Oh, wait. You want to know more? What about this one here? I'm a big kid now. Yeah. You want to know more?
Do I want to know more?
Stupid idiot. What a retard.
It's Napoleon Dynamite. We're quoting very overrated, terrible movies now. But you want to know, every time he says you want to know more, I'm just picturing like the fucking Starship Troopers, where it was like the interactive news reports and shit. Do you want to know more? Click here. Like, again, he just got accused of, like, they just covered a story where he supposedly poisoned his family, and he's not disputing that. He's just fucking quoting random fucking commercials and terribly overrated movies at people.
Why didn't I think of that? Gosh, genius! And you know what?
By the way, Napoleon Dynamite is overrated fucking garbage. I stand by that. 110%. I've never liked that movie. And I really don't understand why anyone does. And that is such a weird cult following. You know, that got like an animated series a few years ago? Like years after the fact, too. Like, I want to say it was like 2011 or some shit. It got a fucking animated series with the entire cast returning. It was on like Fox Sunday night in their big adult animation block, you know, with one of the many shows that dies in between Simpsons and Family Guys, or Simpson and Family Guy. God, people love that movie for some reason. I'm sorry, it's fucking garbage. I just don't get it on that one. So, unpopular opinion, I suppose, but yeah, I hate it. If you love it though, go ahead and send a super chat, and you can make me say I love it as I read your super chat out loud.
This guy looks like the genius
Streamlabs.com/TheBeckLaw.
for this guy here who is just lost in space looking that way.
Of the family's coffee machine.
That explains the diapers.
Family members.
Actually, Andy always wore diapers all my life, buddy. And you know what's even more funnier? I don't have to get up to go to the popcorn machine.
Actually, I always wore diapers. I'll have you know.
That made no sense. I don't have to get up to go to the bathroom at a movie theater. You know why? Because Andy doesn't have to feel the urge to go poop or pee. But
imagine you're in a movie theater and this guy just unloads in his fucking diaper like 2 rows up or down from you. You know, I covered a story on here a while back of this chick, Emily Colson, daughter of disgraced former political operative Chuck Colson, turned evangelical, and she has a heavily autistic son, and she took him to the Muppets back in 2013, and she actually wrote this fucking article about how she was the victim because everybody told her to get the fuck out of the movie theater because her son was having a meltdown and nobody could watch the movie. I am insanely strict on people acting up in movie theater. If I owned a movie theater, and you fucking act a fool in there, you are thrown the fuck out. I guess I'll refund you a ticket that first time, but you're thrown the fuck out, and you are never allowed on the premises again. I don't care if you're retarded. I don't care what. Like, the first time I hear somebody complain that this fucking serial killer looking motherfucker over here unloaded his diaper in a theater, I'm like, you're never coming back here, buddy. You're never coming back here, all right? People are just trying to watch fucking Avengers in peace, all right? Like, people fucking watch the Sonic the Hedgehog movie because you know he's seeing that. I would let people watch the Sonic the Hedgehog movie in fucking peace, okay?
When Andy does go poop, I do need help cleaning myself. And you know what? I bet you would really love to smell the skunk from my poop and help me can help me with the meltdown that I have from the smell of smelling poop. So you want?
Did anybody understand that? It sounds like he's saying that Royce and Mersh would love to smell his poop. I guess. I'm not sure.
Maybe you guys are both gonna be lovers with each other, and I would love to sleep in the middle with you guys with my dog Tucker. And no, don't touch me, and don't think Andy's going to want you to be love buddies with me, because I'm not a love buddy with anyone. I'm happy.
He wants to sleep in bed with them, but don't touch me.
Being single right now, and to Andy gets a group home. Because my girlfriend to be, whoever that may be,
ladies, he's
isn't
single.
fair if I can't care for myself.
Domino Mortis, are you in the chat? Is Andy's single? He's ready to mingle. I don't know. He's just... It's like my one female listener. I got another regular Linda, a bunch of numbers. I don't know. Maybe she's single, ready to mingle with Andy.
That she would have to take care of me, and that would not be fair for her. So let me learn how to do that.
Knew something was wrong when they all started to suffer from nausea, abdominal pain, and severe diarrhea. Ditch was arraigned.
Funny thing is, my mom never had the issue, and my in the papers showed that my brother had a fever during that time, which, by the way, if not mistaken, Andy had it for a very long time, that issue. And I had a viral infection earlier in the month of August.
I have a genuinely hard time following what the fuck he's talking about.
End of August, that I had to have antibiotics for, from even after getting out of the 10 days that I spent in jail. Oh, wait. Andy only spent 10 days in jail because they didn't have any issues of any evidence of that, and let alone Andy didn't even do what I just sent. And I even sent a...
Okay, so it sounds like he finally disputed that he poisoned his family. After hours of quoting lawyer commercials and terrible movies, he's finally gotten to, yeah, I didn't actually poison my family. Okay.
The message to a detective that was retired. Oh, wait. If he thought it was such an issue, why didn't he call the police? Why did my mom and dad and brother not go to the police? And why was it only the City Tonawanda police went to my dad and brother? Why were they harassing my dad and brother for? Oh, wait. Because I know this guy here just seems like he's just that one type of psychic that he knows everything that goes on. Because
he's got his third eye
is a crazy coot.
Is being held on $5,000 bail. He will return to court tomorrow for a felony hearing.
False arrest is a lot of money, you know.
Still feel bad for him?
You are not winning a false arrest. But again, that you dealt with the nicest, most reasonable cop that has probably ever existed in this or any other universe. Okay, like. No, you're not getting a false arrest. Like, I don't know what shyster lawyer agreed to take your case, but no, that's not gonna happen. You got me defending a cop, okay? I'm not a fan of the popo. You got me defending a cop.
I mean...
You know who I feel bad? Dandy will have my own group home and services paid for by me, because this guy with the monkey head... is actually
the monkey
just...
head. Oh, Royce, with your damn monkey. I don't know. Let me crack out the air horns again. I got it on my phone. Oh, no, I don't. No, I exited out of that. Oh, never mind. I'm not digging it up. Bear, bear, bear. Okay, the air horns. Somebody in the chat says, guys, remember this man makes more money than you do. Disability, 100% disposable income for diapers, Sonic figures, and essential oils for his machines. No bills, and pays less taxes than you do. That is a fucking depressing thought. I mean, I don't necessarily want diapers and essential oils, but I could go for some Sonic figures. I mean, I don't want any of the ones he has because they probably like fucking covered in urine and piss. But a brand new one, that sounds nice. There's no justice on this earth. Yes, he is the quintessential milking the system guy. Like, yes, he has a lot wrong with him. You know, and like I wouldn't be opposed to this guy getting some actual help, like a counselor or something, help him fucking sort his goddamn life out. But no, this is the quintessential milking the system, motherfucker. One day soon, the cop that visits him will have to explain to him that his emotional support iguana is bothering his family. His emotional support lizard. You know, people in the chat were saying he'll never get a girlfriend. I don't know. I think I know of a very special girl that he could settle down with, one Miss Hannah Hayes. They're about on the same level. Now that's a power couple. Can we make that happen? Is there a way we can make that happen? Like, I know he's got his poopy diaper and all, but I mean, Hannah Hayes is a porn star. You know she's been accidentally shit on before. Like, she's dealt with worse. As we've covered on this show, accidents happen on the sets of porns a lot. So, can we make Hannah Hayes and Andrew Ditch a fucking power couple? Oh, man. I want that to happen. Emotional support crack pipe. Hannah Hayes is too attractive for him. Well, I mean, you know, it's like those old sitcoms in the 90s where there's like the fat dumpy guy with the hot wife. You know, every sitcom from the 90s that wasn't Friends and Seinfeld basically was like fat goofy guy with a hot wife. Like everything was trying to be King of Queens. Remember that for a few years, late 90s? There you go. We get Andrew Ditch and Hannah Hayes together. Fucking do like a reality show of their fucking escapades together. Like when fucking Jessica Simpson and Nick Lachey got married and did a reality show. I would watch the Andy and Hannah show. We would sit here and watch this every Friday. We would all watch it together. The Andy and Hannah show. Oh man, I want that to happen. That would be amazing. Oh, dude, next time I catch them live, and I don't know where that'll be because I usually work when they're live, but I'm going to like super chat the Revenge of the Sis guys and be like, can we make Hannah Hayes and Andrew Ditch like a power couple? Can we make that happen? Oh, that would be an amazing show.
Going to be like sitting behind his computer playing games all his life for his job and collecting unemployment.
You're on Social Security.
A little bit. It seems like with all those medications, I'm not condoning what he did or making excuses, but he does seem.
Sending a text message is not doing something I did anything wrong. You can't poison somebody through a text message.
Profoundly sick in the head. Like, okay.
And you know who's profoundly sick in the head, whatever that really means, is your buddy right there. And you know who's even grosser looking? Is these bug eyes right there that you have. Those bug eyes are huge and hurt my eyes. I have trouble even.
I'm trying to be fair. I'm not even trying to.
Somebody in the chat, the Andy and Hannah show, time to end it all. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. That is appointment television. Are you kidding me? You can put that on actual TV and I will watch that every fucking episode. Just Andy and Hannah's adventures and fucking like run-ins with the cops and emotional support lizards. Just hearing those two try to have a conversation with one another would be the most entertaining thing in the fucking world. Oh my God. I want that to happen so bad now. Poor fucking Hannah's gonna change his diapers. She's done more degrading shit though.
Difficult. That's fair. I genuinely, like, the guy's like, my medication, he's got.
Oh, you're stuttering, buddy.
Hannah Ditch. Yeah, exactly, Chad. Hannah Ditch has a nice ring to it.
Is that how you treat me, buddy?
We want to know if we can press charges because this is our home and it's bothering our breathing.
You didn't ask me to turn off.
Could you stop shining that light in my face?
I can. Is that order or is that a violation? You're gonna arrest me for having my light on camera?
So his mother is on oxygen.
So, yeah, she also has heart failure because of the oxygen. And you know, the sad thing is she's my mom, so watch what you're saying, buddy.
Oh!
And there was no intent ever getting her sick or hurt. Like, anytime, Andy would never
You don't
hurt
mess with
anybody.
Andy's mom.
He has this oil diffuser that he says calms him down. His mother asked him.
Yeah, lavender oil and menthol. You've got any problems with that? Maybe you should...
Apple time with Andy and Hannah. Exactly, Chad. It's 4 p.m., babe. Time. It's Apple time. Time for your dick flattening. Oh. Oh, man. I want the Anna... I'm not even kidding. Just listening to those two try to have a conversation would be amazing. Can we get Andrew Ditch to interview Hannah Hayes or vice versa? I don't care. Just tell each one they're interviewing the other. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But just tell each one they're being interviewed by the other or something. So it starts off with them just, the pair of them just looking at each other dead silent, waiting for the other to ask a question. Oh, I want that to happen so bad. That would be so amazing. That would be the most amazing thing on the internet. Fucking yeah. A sitcom with Andy Ditch married to Hannah Hayes, and we cast pedophile Ross as the wacky neighbor. That, you want to talk about revitalizing the sitcom. Like just breathing new life into the sitcom. That, good God, if that was on CBS, I'd watch that every week. Just completely unscripted. They don't even know they're on camera. fucking pedophile Ross comes sliding in like fucking Kramer. Oh, I want that so bad.
Use your bagpipe to smoke from your boyfriend's cock over here. Oh,
Please
wait.
shut this off. I can't breathe. He wouldn't shut it off. He wouldn't shut off.
Actually, she never asked me, and I have YouTube video of that.
Oil diffuser, so they had to call the cops.
Okay. No, I'm asking you as a matter of human decency if you could stop shining a light.
Well, I didn't.
And you don't know that Officer Stephen Bentley, do you guys? Oh wait, maybe you guys might like to be treated like he treats everybody in City Taiwanda. Maybe you want.
Based on what I saw, I would love to be treated the way he treats everybody, with astounding patience and respect. I would very much like it if people treated me in such a way.
To know how the drug and prostitute ring runs in City Taiwanda. Oh wait,
the big
wanna know more,
theory.
buddy?
Yes, Chad.
I bet on dollar. The reason why there's a lot of prostitute catching is because City Taiwanda loves going undercover to screw their fellow friends because they can't get it from their wife.
But see, like Hannah wouldn't even know she's doing something wrong. She's just been in porn so long, she just thinks sucking someone's dick is how she greets them. People in the chat are saying, imagine if they had a kid. No, please. For the love of God, before we hook them up, make sure they're both sterilized, okay? Fucking vasectomy for Ross and fucking tubes tied for Hannah. We don't want to take no risks, all right? Ross would keep pestering them to start a family. Yeah, Ross would be like, when are we going to have some kids running around that bed? Jeez. Can I babysit? Oh, that'd be amazing. Like if I was talented, if I could fucking like do voices and animate and shit, I would just make the fucking Hannah and Andy Ditch wacky sitcom. Can we crowdfund that? Can we get some animators in on that? Some voice actors? Or just hire those two. What the fuck else are they doing?
Wait, you want to know something why they do that? It's because they're jackasses, and they're just as bad as you two. And you know what? You guys look stoned.
Nothing wrong except for just trying to sit here, relax, and trying to do good, and I'm being not allowed to have something that helps me relax.
You're not giving me a chance to talk to you, all right? Can you stop shining the light in my face, please?
I have a legal right.
You have a legal right, you do, but I'm asking you, can you please stop?
I want a lawyer. I need further communication.
For what? I'm not asking.
I have a legal right to have a lawyer.
An incriminating question.
It's actually, you really are in the Sovereign Citizen Handbook. Yeah. You're really jumping the gun when you're asking for a lawyer.
Might be.
And they're like, you're not even under arrest.
It might
yet.
be detained.
I want a lawyer. Well, you don't even need one right now. It'd be a waste of money.
People in the chat, my tooth video. Yes, exactly. We'll call the second episode the tooth episode. I don't know. The plot could be one of them has a toothache or something. But yes, the 2TH episode. We could have Chris Chan draw the manga. Turn the manga into an animated series. Oh my god. The series finale would be a tard fight between Andy and Ross. Oh man, this sounds like the greatest show ever. Like, I gotta get CBS on the horn. Like, guys, you don't understand it. It's two fucking retards on the internet. So one of them's a porn star, and the other is like a diaper shitting guy who looks like Carl from Aqua Teen. Oh my god, that's amazing. I want that to happen so bad. You just need the pilot. This would sell. Exactly. That would be appointment television for me. That would be the first time in a few years I've really been like, oh, I gotta watch this show like every time a new episode's on.
I have a legal right to a lawyer.
Okay. Well,
have a nice day.
Your parents have a legal right to
It's his parents' home.
Not breathe in fumes in their own.
Yeah, and then they also pay rent, so it's a shared room home, and that's my bedroom that you're looking at.
House.
And
Okay, it is his bedroom. I do not believe he pays rent. Not really. I don't buy that.
that's my weighted blanket, by the way, and my teddy bear that's with me.
Okay. So
his weighted blanket and his teddy bear. It's his emotional support teddy bear.
I'm asking you to shut the oil diffuser off.
It's for my coping skills. And
Which are clearly well developed at this point and have been helped immensely by this oil diffuser. Hey kid, I got some bad news for you. It's not working, so you can just turn it off.
You know what's not working? My teddy bear is working for your buddy. You want my teddy bear? Oh, isn't he so cute? I love you. And no, he's not Ted the movie. Sorry.
He's laying down on the couch with a blanket on while the cop's questioning him, which is probably my favorite part. Couch slap.
Yeah, you know what? It's my weighted blanket, and I have my teddy bear there too. So, yeah, make fun of me.
Toilet.
I had to answer to you unless it's a court order for it.
Andy.
Oh, the cop knows him. Been there several times.
That's one of these again.
Andy.
Yep.
Andy.
Can you please not?
Yeah, and you know what?
You
The
please
sad thing
not.
is, this cop has 3 lawsuits on him previously, and he slapped himself with a 4th.
If there's a court
And they're
order,
all
I love it. Can you please not? Like this. Andy is so exhausting. He turned this cop into a fucking white girl, like a 14-year-old. Can you not?
already ongoing civil matters.
is that request or is it an
Andy
order?
in
It have
the
to be a
corner
court
here.
order. Why do you have...
Oh wait, you're drinking the booze, buddy? I thought you were kind of like high. I thought you were like your boyfriend over here with the dope cigarettes. Maybe you should try to say "I love you" to each other. And you know what? It looks like both of you guys are going to be kissing.
Oh,
talk
no.
like this all the time?
Is that a
I gotta do
request?
the air horn again. Is it gonna work? There it goes. He called them both fags, man. They're with the hot
This
pants.
is Buffalo, by the way.
I like this cop.
Oh, yeah. Oh, of course.
I like this cop now.
Come on, man. It's your mom.
Why do you have to be like this all the time?
Or is that a
No,
court
it's a
order
police
for me
officer
not
asking
having
you
my
to turn
oil
off your
diffuser
oil
that
diffuser.
helps me relax?
You don't have to. You don't need that. Your parents have. Your mother's on oxygen.
Oh, is that why you're arresting me? Because you don't need that? What law does it state, Officer Bentley? You can choose what I can have and don't have to have, or don't need to have. Oh, you know what? You could arrest me in the.
Yeah, chat. Somebody says like voice of a 5-year-old, face of a 40-year-old. It's so weird. Like it sounds like, it does sound like a 10-year-old, but then you look at it and it looks like Carl from Aqua Teen. Mersh said he looks like Festus, which is a wrestler, but I'm not a wrestler guy, so I don't recognize that reference. I'm gonna go with Carl from Aqua Teen. I'm sure that this guy looks totally like that wrestler that Mersh talked about at one point, but it's not a reference I get. So I'm gonna go with Carl from Aqua Teen. It don't matter. None of this matters. That's right, chat. None of this matters. What matters is we need to make the Andy and Hannah show a fucking reality. Actually, you know what? I think it should be the Hannah and Andy show. Because she really, she's got the more star power to bring more faces to that fucking show. A lot of people recognize her, even though they want to act like they don't. A lot of people recognize her and, don't want to admit it, but they recognize her.
Where's my oil diffuser bottle? You know what? Let me get my lavender oil. You could arrest me for my lavender oil in this town that you don't have any backing in? Don't think so.
Somebody in the chat says he does look like Festus. I'm not a WWE guy. I have only a very surface knowledge of wrestling because, like, all my fucking buddies are into it. Like, that's a huge thing in nerd circles. Nerds fucking love. It's like the one thing fucking, like fucking Monster Energy drink fucking rednecks and just fucking Dungeons and Dragons nerds agree on for some reason. They fucking love wrestling. I just never. It's like a few times it's been mildly entertaining, but I just can't get into the vast majority of it.
Fruit Cup. You're the Fruit Cup of the city town one police because you don't even have any facial hair. Oh wait, you must be gay like everybody else, like my friend Jamie Kraft.
Somebody says
maybe
a lot
that's
of
why you
Tyrones
don't
would
arrest
recognize
him.
her.
His mother back there.
It's bothering her. Okay.
And I would have turned it off.
Your mother is.
So he says, I only know her from the JF interview. I know, me too. Actually, I had not actually heard of her before Forney was covering the story. Because I remember Forney and I were talking on Skype. He's like, yeah, I'm going to go live here soon. I'm like, oh, what you covered? He goes, oh, there's a retarded porn star. And in my head, I'm pictured like some Down syndrome looking chick in porn. And I'm like, have we fallen that far? And I'm like, what? What's her name? Hannah Hayes. And of course, I'm immediately on the Google, Hannah Hayes. And I'm like, she looks cute. What the hell's wrong with her? She's fine. He goes, no. And then he sends me a link to her video of her fucking rambling on about her emotional support lizard. I'm like, ooh. Does Andy like biscuits and gravy? That is a Festus reference. And I just know that because Mersh kept saying, biscuits and gravy. Again, I don't watch wrestling, but I got that little bit of knowledge just watching Mersh here recently.
On oxygen.
His mother's Paul Newman? Yes.
And hospitalized several times due to breathing problems.
Yeah.
Due to heart failure and cancer and falls and stuff. And few of them were from breathing problems, but it was from other things too.
Yeah,
calls to complain because this aggravates her breathing.
And she didn't even tell.
She calls and complains about this. Really? First time you ever brought her up, jackass.
I me to turn it off.
We'll
I was
get
on
you
phone
another
great
50
services.
I'm asking you to shut it off.
Get a court order, then I'll do it.
So even if clearly she
court
did
order.
ask. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to be this difficult. All right,
He's
now I'm
not.
starting to hate him.
He's not as bad. See, the thing is, you hear his voice, so you feel bad for him. But he's there. He's all there. He's asking for a court order.
I'm also very smart and know my laws, buddy. Just like weather. Oh, you know what? I bet this guy here doesn't even know a linear equation because he's round. He has a circumference of the sun.
He doesn't know a
wait, you wanna know
linear
something
equation
funnier?
because he's round.
You probably don't even know the length of your bagpipe that you smoke. What's the little size? What's the size of that whole circumference of what's that circumference of the beer bottle, buddy? I bet you.
Is Andy a math whiz? Is he fucking like Rain Man? He knows all these fucking equations. Sitting there as a diaper, he's gonna figure out how to. He's gonna break FTL travel and get us to another solar system, but he can't master the body.
He can fit his in there.
We're asking for a lawyer. Like he's not retarded, you know? He's a dick.
No, I'm not getting a court order. I'm asking you to shut it off, or I'll shut it off.
Shut it off.
Okay.
And if you touch it, you violate my privacy.
My private privacy.
It's private privacy,
That's
dude.
that's not how it works.
Private privacy is a right.
That's not how it
Under
works.
the Constitution, you
That's
have
not
the
how it
right
works,
to
Mike.
private privacy,
That's not how it works.
as opposed to public privacy.
It's bothering your parents. This is their house.
I feel bad for this
Okay,
cop,
you're
really.
violating my privacy if you touch it.
Violating your privacy. How?
Because it's my property.
So, this is your parents' house.
In my room that I pay rent to, and my bedroom that you're standing in, that you're invading me when Andy asked you to leave me alone so I can just relax. That's why I had my weighted blanket and my teddy bear and my earmuffs when he came walking in harassing me.
Tell my dad to get my as my representative payee to get my apartment done.
Oh, there we go.
Starting to figure it out, right? You piecing it together?
Yeah, this fucking piece of shit.
Are you piecing it together? What's
And
happening?
honestly, this really reminds me of a ray of sunshine, a man who brings golden light into our chests every day, a man by the name of Thomas Murphy, who was told by his family, look, yeah, I got a job, you got to support yourself. And what did he do? Now I got a job, fucking supports himself.
Yep.
Doesn't exactly live a life of luxury, but he does his job, comes home, he has a couple fucking beers, he likes to microwave his little hand.
And you know what? Beer is so nasty in your mouth. And you know what? You can waste your liver away. You can also...
I'm gonna agree with Andy. Beer is fucking disgusting. I never liked beer. God, it tastes like shit. I'm not a big drinker either. I mean, there's very little alcohol I enjoy the taste of straight. But beer is just, yeah, beer's nasty. I'll agree with you there, Andy.
also feel that horrible feeling that I don't like feeling drunk or high, because you know what? You're probably just smoking the this officer's little
Andy Ditch,
you know, thing there.
libertarian
You know what? I
legal
don't care.
expert.
Sanitizer.
You're
He'll leave
probably in
everybody
bed.
the
Oh, we
fuck
just
alone.
missed it. He was
And
like,
yeah, this is, I guarantee,
He
because I
just-
guarantee this, if like, Thomas likes to microwave his little hand.
And you know what? Beer is so nasty in your mouth.
I want to hear
And
this.
you know
but
what?
this-
You can waste your liver away. You can also feel that horrible feeling that I don't like feeling drunk or high, because you know what? You're probably just smoking the this officer's little you know, thing there. And you know what? I don't care.
You're smoking the cop's dick. Oh man, that's the hot pants. This is he's more quick on his feet than Rainey. I mean, I gotta give him that. That's a better insult than I've ever heard Davis come up with. It's better than screaming about fucking dicks and condoms.
Sanitizer.
You're
He'll
probably
leave
in
everybody
bed
the
with
fuck
him.
alone. And yeah, this is, I guarantee, because I guarantee this, if like, Thomas is a good example of somebody that if he can get a job, you can get a job.
Of course.
It's not going to be a fucking glamour. You're not going to be the CEO of fucking Apple or anything, but you can get a job and pay your bills and be normal. But there's people that have the desire, and then there's people that have zero desire to do anything productive. And you can tell this guy's...
Oh, you know what, buddy? I have the desire to love people, and I find you guys funny. You know,
He wants to love people. He's full of love, everyone. People are saying, G. Beckloff, dissing beer today, wearing diapers tomorrow. I don't think I'll be wearing diapers tomorrow. Beer is delicious. You are very wrong. I'm a beer snob. High-end beer is delicious. I never really had any of like the high-end or microbrewed or any of that stuff. I just, you know, I've tried a few different beers, you know, in my early 20s, and I was just like, this tastes like shit. So he says beer is mad, whiskey is where it's at. I can take or leave whiskey. Again, I'm a rum guy. I don't know what to tell you. I'm a rum guy. You know, rum's great. All right, I can enjoy it straight. It goes with anything. You can mix rum with just fruit juice, soda, whatever, dude. You can mix it with anything, man. I mean, maybe vodka, but beer, no, I'm gonna pass. Can't get with the beers. I'm just not a fan.
You know why? Because my teddy bear says, "I love you."
Real fuck.
To get my as my representative payee to get my
His teddy bear loves you, by the way, chat.
apartment then.
You don't have any money. You spend it all.
You don't have any money, you spend it all. You want to know what he uses his money for?
Diapers, computer parts.
What do you spend it on?
Junk.
What's
Other
that?
than his diapers.
Amazon.
He spent all
Amazon!
kinds of stuff on Amazon.
Yeah.
People in the chat say rum is at least a hard liquor. Rum way better than beer. Oh, absolutely. Somebody says, I like the gay fruity drinks. Otherwise, I'm a vodka or margarita guy. Honestly, a lot of them fucking weird fruity drinks and shit. I mean, you know, if you're with a girl, if you want to impress her, obviously don't do this. But if you've been with her a while, and you don't give a shit. Then yeah, order whatever the fuck she's ordering. I guarantee you it tastes a lot better than whatever you normally get. So it says being in quarantine, I'm drinking a lot of beer. I am not. Nope. I'm not even really hitting the rum that hard. But then again, I'm still working. So, I mean, I can't do anything fun when I get home. But I'm still working a solid 40, thankfully.
Amazon, like diapers on Amazon? No, Andy don't get diapers from Amazon. That's another supplier. Oh wait, you want to know somewhere else? I get fraud on my account, and you know who frauded me? You know who frauded me? You guys are frauding me, but I'm winning the big chunk of change from that officer here. So, ha.
Okay, so Andy's saying that
What are you
fraud
buying on
on his
Amazon?
account, and then I guess he's saying that the Revenge of the Sis guys did it, but that he's gonna win a chunk of change because this officer was so mean to him. Again, dude, you dealt with the nicest fucking cop that anyone has dealt with in this country in a very long time. Yeah, that you're not winning a lawsuit against him.
Didn't have to answer anything because Andy didn't have any problems with this.
You know what the next step should be for this cop? What's he buying on Amazon? Just to be a dick, that's what I would do. What are you buying on Amazon? I don't have any legal requirement to answer your call. That's cool. What's he buying on Amazon? Diapers and computer parts. Thank you.
No, the only computer part Andy bought last was 2 years ago. That's a year and a half ago.
Thank you.
Didn't have to answer anything because Andy didn't have any problems with this.
All right. Well, I'll call my lieutenant and see if this fits harassment charges, and if
I'm not doing it to cause anyone to get.
All because your oil diffuser's on. Okay?
I'm not doing it to cause any intent to cause anybody
it's
harm.
bothering them. It doesn't matter.
And you.
Yeah, like if I'm out in a public place, right? Like if I decide like we're at a nice like hotel or something, right? And I decide I'm gonna get my dick sucked in the elevator.
Yeah, you know what? Your buddy here is laughing, isn't he? I think he's already laughing at what you're going to say because you guys are lovers. Maybe you guys should just hop in the officer's bedroom and see how you like to be belittled by him. Because I don't think his garbage smells like your guys's. Andy thinks your garbage is way worse because you guys are drug guys and alcoholics. Something probably Bentley loves to sell you guys. And then you guys will get away with it because you guys are buddy-buddy. You're bringing him extra pay.
Again, he just said that the cop, Officer Bentley, likes to sell drugs. This cop has more of a case to sue you, Andy, than you have against him at this point.
Paycheck. And you know what? His dad used to be the detective for narcotics for a reason, because Bentley used to steal it from his dad. Oh wait, how do I know that, Bentley? How do I know that, Steven? You know why? I have a friend that knows you very well from school. He also has autism, buddy. And you never even made it past 12th grade without being in a somewhat normalized classroom, Steven. At least my brother was mainstreamed.
I'm not doing that to bother anybody. But if the doors pop open and somebody's got kids with them coming in the lobby, that's a problem. It's, you know.
And that is so disgusting, sex offender. Because you're just like the white trash that I threw out to the street yesterday.
Bothering them. Like, what do you not grasp about that? There's things you do, intent versus impact. There's things you go, oh, I'm not doing it to bother anybody. I get it. But
yeah, you know why? Everyone's doing it to relax. Like you do with your beer and your alcohol and your high pipe. And you know what? Your buddy over here likes to do the other thing in his other area. Because he
Royce
does it
likes
for
it in
his
the butt.
feel-good hormone. Like I use my teddy bear for my dopamine release.
like, you know, for instance, you know, we when it was Christmas time, I got mad when I was down at the Rockefeller Tree because people were just lighting blunts at dinner time, and it's like it's early in the evening, and it's like, okay, yeah, your intent isn't to bother anybody, but if you're blowing weed smoke at some kid's face, it's like, okay, now you're bothering people. Don't do that. I hate this guy.
Well, don't
You know
have...
what? Since I walked in this door, you refuse to talk to me like an adult.
Because I don't appreciate you how you're treating me. You're discriminating against my
Andy,
disability.
that's fine. You can go to jail then, okay? That's fine.
Arrest me. Throw me in jail.
I can.
Throw me in jail for something, Andy.
If I can.
Arrest me for something for I'm trying to do something to calm me down.
That's right, Chad. Andy
You know
needs
what? I
more
asked you
dopamine.
man to man if you would just turn it down, and you refused. So this is what happens, okay?
Arrest
You come in here and you shine.
You only want to arrest me, Bentley, because you're just playing the tough guy with the gun and the badge. And you know what? You're also trying to show your boss the Aaron Browning points because how nobody likes you in the department.
Again, a lot of cops are love to swing their dick around. A lot of cops are basically fucking bullies. A lot of cops want to be the fucking tough guy with the badge and the gun. Not gonna dispute that at all. This cop in this video that we saw is not that way at all. He has shown Andrew Ditch the patience of a saint.
Because you caused a lot of stir. Oh, wait. My friend Nathan didn't even have to tell me that part. I already knew it from another officer. So don't even try me, Bentley. Because Andy
Don't
also
even
knows
try
how
it.
you treat other citizens. Like you throw me headfirst in handcuffs that I heard in court.
Arrest me.
That's what
Arrest
I'm calling
me.
to do.
Because Andy's using that to calm myself down. And you're not allowed.
And you know what, Stephen Bentley? Wish I had all the officers in Tonawanda and the sheriffs that I talked to who saw this video as well on YouTube. And you know what they all said? You are trained to de-escalate somebody's issues, whether it's to help me understand it, turn it off, or to give me you are trained for people with.
And you know what? He absolutely was trying to de-escalate that situation. I mean, he could have arrested this idiot like almost right away. He absolutely tried to de-escalate this situation. That cop was acting exactly as he should.
Autism or mental health or both. You don't treat me like I have either one. You treat me like you treat your own father because you're jealous. You're just trying to make up for what your dad did. Oh, you know what? Sad thing is, Lieutenant Rank got promoted from a police officer before you did, Stephen. Must be a reason why, especially with all those awards and badge things you do. There's also a reason why you wear your bulletproof vest underneath your uniform. It isn't because it's policy. It's because you're trying to earn the brownie points to show your authority of all your awards that you have. And you know something else? These guys here are making fun of you too, buddy, because you know why? They're laughing at how you are disgusting when Andy's going to win the free lottery ticket. I can't stand how you try to show your authority and bully people like me, like you did with that autistic friend of mine who you punched in high school, who you claimed it was a meltdown, and when he punched you back, he got suspended, did he not? He almost got charges, if I'm not mistaken, against
I have no
you.
idea what's going on.
And you know what the sad thing is? You caused it. Like, you caused my meltdown that Andy didn't even want to have because I just wanted to relax. I'm sorry. This was just trying to be funny here because these guys in the doing this podcast here are just little lover boys. They're lover boys. You kisses. Because you know why? I love you.
I mean, my coping skill, which is a discrimination-based arrest.
So this guy really, okay,
He
yeah,
knows
he
the
knows
law.
how to
This isn't
fucking
a
work these
retard.
people. Yeah, he's a fucking, yeah.
I'll tell you this, he's definitely more, like,
You want to know something very funny, buddy? If I'm not mistaken, Officer Bentley, you violated my United States constitutional law. U.S. Article 18, 241, 242, 249. Look up those laws. My dad violates, and by the way, my dad is much better off, so when he's not even using the law numbers that he violated in multiple times, including on a 911 call. But you know what? Officer Bentley, he gives all the permission to my daddy because he loves my dad, even though my dad got arrested for lying to these officers about how Officer Bentley hit my dad and allowed Officer Cruz beat up my dad. By the way, Officer Cruz is a war hero. He actually saved people's lives on a helicopter crash that he was in the war of Afghanistan. You know how much Andy loves people like that? Officer Bentley at bottom dollar would never put a bullet in front of a citizen, let alone his fellow buddy, Officer Cruz, or his own lieutenant. Because he's so good, he's going to try to cover it up. Because he doesn't want to get shot at. Because you know why? The 1 minute that there's shootings or anything like that, and please don't shoot this guy. Don't shoot any officer, because you should be in the death penalty if you shoot anybody. Regardless how bad this guy is, it's civil matter. I don't even want criminal charges, just civil matter. Because you know why? At the end of the day, he's an officer. He also has a lot of bad people he has to arrest. And like these two fruit cups here at the top of the screens, left and right, buddy kissers who are high, who's having contraband on their video, guaranteed. You know, but Officer Bentley is very well respected because of his dad. His dad gave me the term that was very much easier than being used, called basket hug, or come here and get the basketball hug, or come here and get the bear therapy hug, or come here and give me a hug. You know, he called it a bear hug, and how I like that term. And yeah,
left my body for a minute. My soul was just floating around.
I forgot the movie cartoon with the talking boy and the talking bear, and in that cartoon, and the lion and tiger and Black Panther. Forgot that movie, Jungle Book or something like that. Loved that movie, and that's where Andy learned that bear hug felt really good, because I love things that squeeze. That's why I hug my teddy bear. And you know what? I wouldn't mind, even though as ugly your beard is, I wouldn't mind a bear hug because he looks like you got the muscles to actually bear hug me. Unlike your sweetie that you love. I love you. My teddy bears.
That's right, chat. We're getting a lot of lore for Andy's backstory for the show. I'm sorry, I couldn't even comment on that. I completely fucking zoned out. Like my mind was just gone. God, Lord. I almost wasn't fair use for a bit there. I didn't.
Says, I'm going to have to make just.
Royce and Merce.
little
You know
bowl
what?
thingy that you're using here to.
Okay, so we get the Hannah and Andy show, right? I think Royce and Merce are going to have to play the gay couple next door. You know. But the question is, which one's the top? That's oh lordy.
Shoot the love bow at him. I love you. Oh yeah, that's right.
We brought Thomas earlier, but he's definitely more well aware of what's going on than a Thomas Murphy is, for sure.
Make sure.
Yeah, but at this point, Andy kind of knew what was going on, but I still guarantee you, I didn't really register it. But then I also had a head injury too from meltdown and the police abuse.
The lieutenant knows that one.
Yeah, no, if this were Thomas Murphy, it'd be a 10-minute video the next day going, don't run your oil diffuser when grandma's home.
Exactly.
Yes. Comment down below.
That's not my grandma. My grandma had oil diffuser that my mom used. And you know the sad thing is? Did my grandma ever have my did my mom have my grandma arrested, which was her own mother
what the fuck
who had Alzheimer's, who I learned how I love flowers and how my mom learned lavender oil I loved and relaxed me.
Oh, if that's true, if the oil diffuser messes up your breathing.
Somebody says, I don't even know if you got a...
Run your oil diffuser when grandma's home.
Exactly.
Yes. Comment down below if that's true.
I got
And
it.
you know the very funny thing is, oh, I love you.
What?
Sorry, is you know what? I love you too, guys.
If the
You guys
oil
are funny.
diffuser
You guys are
messes
funny.
up your breathing.
Somebody says, I don't even know if you got arrested. Well, let's finish the video.
They're denying.
And what else?
Revenge of
Oh
the
yeah,
Sith is
and
very
the cop
funny.
was very nice, and he does a very good job.
Today's Revenge birthday.
Something that I had no problem using all
Your
along.
life is funny, man.
Refusing to shut this oil diffuser off.
Because it's my coping skill. You can't just deny somebody right to help them relax.
Bothering me.
I think you were blowing that smoke like you're blowing your boyfriend's pipe down below.
Relax
Oh,
for
no.
what? A long day of shitting your diapers?
It's true. Like, what are you?
What are you relaxing?
Sensory hell at Walmart, buddy. Would you like to go to Walmart? Maybe you should work there.
I
Work
assume
for
he
my
works
brother,
at
but you
Walmart.
look my brother. You look like my brother with the Muslim beard.
Or maybe he just
It's
spends
always
all
people
day
like
hanging
that
out
that
at
are like,
Walmart.
oh, I gotta relax. Too much anxiety.
So tired.
Like, from
So
what?
tired.
Relax, my.
Try to have lights and sound that bothers your ears and eyes. And he just gotta turn the light off, but I'm being distracted by how funny you guys are.
Y'all
She's on oxygen. She's sitting at the table.
He's calling
And
his
she didn't
lieutenant now.
ask me to do it.
She's sitting at the table, Officer Bentley. She's not even sitting there. If you look at the table chair there, she's not
just
there.
unplugged it.
This
I
boy
was
needs
on the
a support
phone
lizard.
with
That's
recorded
right, Jack.
phone call.
Yeah, you're cleared to beat the shit out of him. All right, yeah, I'm gonna call for backup. Just wailing on him with sticks.
I can smell it through the door. It's ridiculous.
You can smell what through the door? The fish that my dad's cooking?
I love really this bad.
I actually like this cop.
I can smell through the door.
Because you know this is like his 12th trip there in 6 months, and he's just like,
man.
I could smell it through the door.
Relaxes me.
You know what? You can smell your butthole when you change my diaper. Because you're going to poop and puke, and Andy's going to have a meltdown because I don't like soft touches. And I hate changing diapers.
What?
But or having other people change my diapers, and how bad it feels, and how disgusting being wet and poopy is.
They yell at me for putting one drop of 2 oils in there. Fine, arrest me for it. For my disability again.
Father. I mean, I can.
And by the way, I completely understand because there are things like those oil candles and stuff that really that will.
And you know what? An oil can.
Real quick, somebody in the chat says Hebrew is the black Israelite leader, or is it a Hebrew Israelite leader dead of coronavirus? Are you talking about the black Israelites, or is this an actual like Israeli guy is dead of the coronavirus? I don't know. I'm not sure there, chat. Oh, fuck. It's getting late. How long have we been going on?
Candle can be very easily as a fire hazard with my meltdowns. And you know what? They do smell good, but they also burn. They also cause a fire issue with my mom's oxygen. Oh, wait. They also bother my breathing when they're burning. So, do have problems with sensory problems with smoke, too.
Overwhelming, yeah. They're bad.
It's like eucalyptus or something. He's asked him to shut it off, and he's not doing it. He's just being defiant as usual. He's shining
as usual.
Light on his
so phone.
Telling. I tried being nice to him. He won't have it. He's refusing to.
Because it relaxes me.
Look, Lieutenant. Look, LT. Can I shoot this guy? I mean, look, come on.
Love of God. Look, hey, you know, I'll take the rap.
If you can't help me relax, then what am I gonna do?
Arrested?
Yeah.
Asking the mom, do you want him arrested? She says yes.
You'll sign charges against him?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Good, arrest me. And I'll have it for my disability.
Okay, sounds good.
Do you think you get more money if you get arrested?
All right.
For a false arrest, Andy's heard it's a lot of money, plus being abused by the police officers for unnecessary force.
All right, chat. We got 5 minutes of this, so I'm about ready to tap out because trying to make sense of this guy is fucking exhausting. But we got 5 minutes. We're gonna make it through a whole goddamn video for once. So we're gonna plow through this. Bear with me, guys.
Okay, you can go to jail then.
For what?
For harassment.
For harassment for something that's using it for my disability?
Yeah.
They've already decided that they're pressing charges. Now none of this matters anymore. All he had to do was unplug it, man.
Some people in the chat are saying Black Israelites were on the kill stream recently. I'll have to check that out. That sounds fucking fantastic. Those guys are fun. Oh, those guys are fun.
That's all he had to do.
Because you're being unruly. This is ridiculous.
How is it unruly?
I'm not going to argue with you. I don't have to. Get your lawyer to talk to me.
He doesn't have one anymore.
He doesn't have one anymore.
I know.
So I'm...
Yeah, and he does have one now, so
I want to have something to help me relax.
No, you're not! No, you're not!
And you know what, buddy? You're just so funny because you're so high. I can see how both you guys are laughing at this and you guys are eating it up. It's like my teddy bear here. I love you. Oop, I didn't know I did that right. I love you.
I am legitimately
I told you by the end of this. I promised you by the end of this.
You're right. I didn't believe.
Every time he does the "I love you" with the teddy bear, that is frightening. Like that is the last thing you see before you're killed.
I believe you, but you're right. This is enraging.
We'll get that order protection back in place too.
So I can't have something to help me relax. Seriously?
Tina T says, based mom. Fuck yeah, she is. She's like, arrest him. I don't kill him. Fucking shoot him in the backyard.
That would not be a bad idea to do to both you guys, but make sure it's tasers because you guys would love to have the thrill of having somebody watch you tased.
This is fucking. This guy's enraging.
I told you. I told you. I know you. I told you by the end of this video. By the end of this video, you are not going to like him. For those that are asking, his name is Andrew Ditch.
Yeah, go search my YouTube channels too, buddies.
Andrew Ditch, if you want to subscribe to Mr. Ditch.
Fucking enraging.
And go ahead and subscribe to Revenge of the Cis guys because they are freaking as funny, aren't they? Because they make a mockery to society and themselves.
This guy.
Thank you. By the way, what if the oil diffuser just had Pennzoil in it? And he's just...
Hey, you know what? That is actually like Jiffy Lube, right? You go playing with your jerk-off stick, right? Oh, wouldn't that feel good for both of you guys? But it would feel really gross for me because I hate the feeling of the after effects. It feels good, not gonna lie. But it's grossies because it is slimy and gooey. Yuck.
Oh, God.
Meltdown, sensory problem.
Oh, God. This creature describing jerking off is... Oh, man. If you're ever trying to do, like, no fap, just listen to Andrew Ditch describe jerking off, and you won't have the urge to for, like, at least a week.
It's just a plume of smoke.
And that was TMI.
I do like that joke. I do like that joke that Rose did was, what if it was Pennzoil? Just a plume of smoke.
I meant.
Just actual motor oil.
Fucking a plume.
And you know what would be even more funnier? Use that CBD oil to get high on and watch both of you guys get screwed by a light bulb that goes up your butt. Oh, wait. Make sure you guys don't have the toy car up your butt like jackasses, because Andy don't like how I'm belittled. And by the way, I'm finding you guys funny. That's why I subscribe to you.
Smoke coming up? What if he's just
And the smoke coming up?
Bringing his diapers out into the front.
Stop! Why?
And you know what the good thing about lavender oil when you poop your diaper? You can just put lavender oil underneath your nose and it helps cover the odor. So you don't have to deal with me screaming and a meltdown.
That's a pro tip there, chat. If you when you shit yourself, if you just put some lavender oil under your nose, you won't be bothered by the smell of the fact that you shit yourself. It's a pro tip there. That's an Andrew Ditch pro tip.
That is where it's funny because you're a flower boy, right? You're cute lovers.
Dude, no! Come on, man.
We kind of missed Mersh's joke there that Royce flipped out about. Like, what if he's just wringing his diapers out into the oil? Oh, God. Ah, that's so fucking foul.
Making me laugh.
That's
that,
fucking gross. Come on, man.
Oh my God, you guys are freaking laughing. You guys make me laugh. Oh, sorry guys, we're making fun of myself. I shouldn't be doing that. But these guys are just freaking joke crackheads.
Well, we made it, chat. Oh, God, we made it. I didn't think we would, but we made it. Oh, boy. Oh, man. The things I do to entertain you all. Wow, that was Andrew Ditch, everybody. That was a very special guy. I'm telling you, man, the Hannah and Andy show. The Hannah and Andy show. Hannah Hayes married to Andrew Ditch as a sitcom with Jonathan Ross as the wacky neighbor. We can cast Royce and Mersh as the two gay neighbors. Oh. Boy. God, we went on for almost 3 hours. Oh man, I can barely make an hour usually, but man. Oh, I wish I could find that video where he's going, I'm pooping myself. Everybody turned it into a song too. I was only here for 10 minutes of it, and I'm amazed. You got to go back. This is some special autism. You don't understand. If you don't know the lore, like if you watch Revenge of the Sis, they've been covering it, so you probably already know the lore. But if you don't know the backstory of Andrew Ditch, and again, we pitched tonight here, chat. You and me both, chat. All right, we pitched the greatest sitcom that could ever happen. All right, it doesn't even have to be scripted. Just a arranged marriage of Hannah Hayes and Andrew Ditch, and we just fucking follow them around with cameras. Oh boy. All right, folks, if you enjoy the content I put out, and I'm considering doing more regular content, do consider supporting the show. I believe we got a Streamlabs link down below. PayPal, shit like that, whatever. Oh boy. I'm kind of at a loss after that. That's it for tonight.